Drivers, start your reading. MotorSim Racing Magazine is the first and only magazine dedicated to sim racing. Every month we'll be covering the hot topics around the world of sim racing. So if you're looking to be in the know, go to www.motorsimsracing.com. You will find articles from your favorite drivers, leagues, and other prominent people in the sim racing community. Want an update of your favorite league? We got it. Want to learn the basics on finding a perfect league for you? We got it. Want to know more about how leagues are run? We got it. So remember, when you want to know what's going on in the sim racing world, go to www.motorsimracing.com.
Yeah, I'm done.
Green flag 11. White flag
All right,
11.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're here live tonight, Richmond International Speedway. Not under the
72
lights,
roll,
we're in the
17
daytime,
stadium.
and we're amidst qualifying right now for the Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. I'm Joe White up here in the OSR Network booth, accompanied by John T. Wimmis. John, how you doing today, man?
Hey, you're doing great, Joe. Love this track. Looking forward to this. We'll see a lot of
Flag
slipping and
11.
sliding today.
Yeah, hot conditions, man. These guys were not happy in practice,
Green
which I guess,
flag
you know,
72.
rightfully so. I mean, 102 track temp, I believe is what it said.
Yes, it is. 102 degrees on track for 230 laps.
Woo! Can I coin the phrase saying better them than me?
Absolutely.
White flag 72.
All right, well, as we get to qualifying right now, got a pretty good field, though, out here. We're going to have 27 machines out here.
75
Bad,
stadium.
fast machines, Xfinity cars, nonetheless. Got some good paint jobs, good drivers, as always. Greg Lerman, the man on top right now, but we definitely got a lot left to go here. Appreciate all the viewers, man. Obviously, we're live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Checkered
I got
flag
a few of the
72.
viewers getting here, and it's been one heck of a week for OSR Network. Go ahead and say we opened up our Friday nights, and
Green flag 17.
not only got one league, but bam, man, ended up with two. And Hardline Racing, we want to welcome them on board. Doing their races, the Xfinity Series there, so tune in on Friday nights. And then starting next week is May 12th or 13th, I believe. Next Friday night at 11 o'clock, which will be more geared towards, West Coast or Central Coast time, people who want to race.
White flag 17.
Doesn't bother me. I'm on the East Coast. I'm up that time anyway, so hey.
75 roll.
We're late nighters, aren't we, John?
Oh yeah.
Man, yeah. We
Stay up
late
as
night.
late as we can.
Yeah, love it. But right after the hard line, starting, we'll be doing the truck series for TRRL truck series, and so it'll be a doubleheader night
Clear
again.
flag 17.
Obviously, everyone knew this past Sunday, Winsdale Cup Racing Series came on board with us, and we're doing
Green
them.
flag
Obviously,
75.
we've been doing the ARCA Series here for the Monday Night Thunder
Robbie,
guys.
I can go from here, right?
And
Yeah.
like I said, only a few here. Got one more announcement though, and probably a lot of people might like this one, enjoy it, as has something to deal with on Wednesday nights coming in June,
White flag
and
75.
hopefully everybody, man, is going to love that one. But right now,
31 roll.
Terry
5
Perry
to
Mason's
station.
out there. I see Tommy Haynes
I'm
out
gonna go
there,
come
man.
in,
He's
Bradley.
becoming a regular here, ain't he?
10-4.
He is, man. He talked to me a little bit about the league and everything, and got him in there. Sunday was not a great representation of him and I working together, but oh man, it's good to see him in here. The man knows how to drive. He is fast, and he enjoys racing. So good to see
Green
him. in
flag 31.
Alright, yeah, just checking my sound levels as I always like doing, just listening to myself here and
White
whatnot.
flag
Again, I want
31.
to appreciate all the viewers out there, man. As always,
5 roll. 38 to
well,
station.
who's your favorite for tonight?
Oh me, here we go.
We might as well jinx somebody. I mean, come on, it's
I
a
know,
tough track.
I
I mean,
know. Every
hey.
time somebody gets picked, that's what
Clear
happens.
flag 31.
But man, I don't know. Tommy's good. He's fast. That'd be favoritism, I guess. The man literally
Green
lives like
flag
5
5.
minutes away from me. So
Oh, okay, really? Hey, that's cool.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
shoot, heck
We've
yeah.
actually known each other a long time, man. Back in the days of racing and dirt and stuff. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it goes back a long way actually. And then, shoot, man, I'd like to see Craig Lerman have a good run here. I
Yep.
believe
White
he's
flag
patient
5.
enough. He put in some practice, I know, and put up a good time there. So I'd like to see him have a good run.
38 roll,
DJ
49
Hargrove is
to
fast,
station.
but I'm picking a dark horse for this one. I'm going with him.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I tell you what, it's reading a
Checkered flag 5.
reading a thing on Twitter here, man. Ryan Daniels and what's everybody doing tonight? Calling a race as usual.
Green flag 38.
He knows what everybody's doing.
I know, man. That boy means it. He's a trip. Gotta love him though. Yeah, we'll pray for him. How's that?
We don't have to.
Well, yeah.
Used to. Still,
He's a good guy. He's good.
fantastic individual.
White flag 38.
I hear that in your voice. It's like, wow.
Oh, I do like it.
49
I
roll.
know that,
32
yeah.
to station.
Yeah, he's young, man. He's really good. Reminds me, man, hey, everybody's young at one time. So, hey, we got a lot of young drivers out here, though. That's something we don't really talk about, man, much of. Some of these drivers out here are just really,
Checkered
really
flag
young.
38.
This is Richmond, though. We got Bucky Burt out in the chats. It's Richmond, Bucky. Very slick night, 102 track temp. These
Green
guys
flag
are,
49.
well, from what I heard in practice, they were screaming. I don't know about you, John.
I didn't really make it in early enough to hear anybody complain. So I figured it would have been a night race, but with a day race, yeah,
White
everybody's
flag
gonna be
49.
mad.
Yeah.
Everybody except the guys that are up front are gonna be mad.
True.
32
And we already
roll,
know a couple of
23
us
to station.
bad fast in practice. Obviously, Eric Tess, Iceman from the Netherlands. That guy, boy, he could probably drive a wheelbarrow around the racetrack, him and Tyler Justice. So, but we're here
I'm
live.
sure they have wheelbarrows in
Flag
the Netherlands.
49.
So probably. Maybe that's how they get around. Maybe that's a taxi system out there. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Since he loves
Green
me
flag
talking to you,
32.
maybe I'll have you interview him and do that. That'd be awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I
we're
already told him he needs to move here because he makes fun of the way I talk and says he can't understand me. It's not my fault you're not a redneck and you live over there.
Well, yeah, he is from the Netherlands. Now, I got to give you credit. He is a definitely a dedicated individual.
White
Bucky,
flag
hey man, I
32.
appreciate you stopping in, man. Checking in as always. That's Bucky Burke. Actually, he's the one that runs the TRRL, and
23 rolls,
the one that we're going to be
16
doing
staging.
starting next, not this Friday, but the coming Friday.
Good flag to
We'll be
grab.
doing their Truck Series area live. I was just announcing that earlier, right after the Hardline Series on Friday nights. So it'll be awesome. Also, check out, they got an Xfinity Series on Saturday nights. Check them out. I won't be broadcasting that one, but hey, definitely check them out. Good little group over there. But we're here live, Richmond International Speedway
Green
tonight.
flag,
Grand
23.
National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine.
16 the staging.
And, you know, Kenneth Yance, John Barron, those two guys put their heart and soul into that and love every minute of it. It's awesome. You know, I know John. It's a cool thing to go and look at their magazine, that online subscription. And if anybody hasn't went and go looked at it,
White
well,
flag 23.
go look at it. I mean, come on. You know, what you waiting on?
Shame
'Cause-
on you if you haven't
yeah,
done it
no
already.
doubt. Yeah, tell them, John.
Heck wrong with you.
Sixteen
Talk about it every daggone week.
03 the
Even on
staging.
nights where they don't sponsor the daggone series. If you haven't done it by now, it's because you don't listen.
And if you don't, I'm gonna tell you what. If y'all ain't listening, then I guess y'all just ain't listening. But anyways,
Checkered flag 23.
Way to mess up everything I just said.
yeah.
It was all authoritative and everything, and you just come in here,
Green flag
bang on,
16.
bang, bang. Well, I guess you just bang on, not listening.
Pretty much, man.
There we go. Well, it's your channel. You can do what you want.
Oh Lord. Well, right now Ryan Broderick is a man out front, and he's doing what he wants, trying to stay up front. But Aaron Friend made it back here. Haven't seen him out in a while, so that means that begs
White
the
flag
question
16.
next. I gotta ask, where's his teammate Waylon Lamb?
Hiding somewhere.
03 roll,
Yeah,
85
I
the
know.
staging.
He'll be here
he'll
in the
pop
chat
up in the
later
chat.
on.
Yeah,
Want to talk
there.
a bunch of junk and everything. It's iracing.
Yep, absolutely.
That's how he rolls. We know how he is.
Yep. Well, old Zach Lingren's back out in his Miller Light machine tonight. I see that. So
Checkered
hopefully
flag 16.
he lingers around and there's did you watch any of the broadcast of the Monday
Green
night
flag 03.
ARCA race?
The IROC race from last night.
Not that one, but that was an exceptional race, by the way. The Sunday night race.
Oh, Sunday night? No, I was so angry I just got off.
No, well, there was a part in it that I forgot who was driving it, but the Miller Light machine, or Coors machine, excuse me, had an awesome paint job, throwback to Bill Elliott Styles
White
Coors
flag
machine.
03.
The problem is he went down the back stretch hitting the wall, and he kept hitting the
85
wall, riding up on the
roll,
wall,
13
and
mistake.
Waylon over there talking about he must have had too many beers, and I said, yeah, kind of looked like he's drunk driving a little bit. So hopefully Zach Lingren in the Miller Light machine does not, he ain't tipsy out there tonight.
Checkered flag 03.
I'm sure he's fine.
Well, yeah, I do too, but you know, we got to look out for all
I
of
add
our
so
drivers.
much
Green
to the
flag
broadcast,
85.
don't I?
And people love you,
Yeah,
man. People
we
love
hope he's not drunk. Okay.
Yeah, true. Well, let's see what kind of lap time he can put down here. He's out there on the track right now. Currently running 26, but obviously on his first lap. And, you know, we call him, you know, Zach
White
Lingren,
flag 85.
which is kind of fitting on his last name because the guy just lingers around up front, and not a bad time. Right
13
now,
roll,
scoring
7
second.
the staging.
Don't know if that's going to hold up or where it's going to put him at, but I didn't catch any of the times in practice or anything, but so I don't know what that compares to as far as the practice times were.
Checkered flag 85.
Zach Lingren's time, you said?
Yeah,
Green
I don't
flag,
remember what it was
13.
in practice.
Yeah, his practice time was a 21.897, qualifying 21.678.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but I mean, just look at this. Craig Lerman went 22.233 in practice, qualified with a 21.788.
Yeah, no, yeah. So they're definitely stepping it up,
White
which
flag
obviously, ooh, Matt Hoover, Birdie's construction machine. He's trying to do a little construction on the track there, and he mowed the front yard just a little bit there. Wow.
7 roll.
Don't like to see it when the car, man, heads off down in an infield.
Oh, we're going to see a lot of that tonight, I can guarantee you. Coming off of 2 and 4, you're going to see guys just getting loose.
Well, that's
just getting back in the throttle too much wheel input. You got to have that wheel straight.
Well, that'd be my next
possible
question to you, yeah. I mean, sorry, but that's my next question to you is what do you feel like these guys are probably going to feel on a track like it is tonight?
Well, your biggest problem is going to be, getting slowed down. So you got to have your brake bias turned up, to the front tires more than you normally would.
White flag.
Track temp there, you want to get that thing loaded up and turning, and that's the way to do that, just to get the front tires slowed down, get them to grip,
roll,
get around there, roll through the center, and then slowly get back to that throttle, just squeeze into it coming off, and then get to where you can mat it. If you go back to it too soon, too hard, and still got a lot of wheel in it, that we're going to see guys just spin
Checkered
out.
flag
So
7.
I feel like we're going to see that a lot, especially if you got a guy on the inside of a car fighting on the outside. It's very hard to get the grip on the inside here, and especially on exit. So you can't get back to that throttle because you have to use up all the track. So you want to get that car out to the wall. Well, you can't do that with another one there, so you got to stay out of the throttle. Well, these guys want to be competitive and jump back in that throttle. Well, what that's going to do is get them fishtailing.
White flag 89.
Okay. Well, right now, I just noticed something. Tyler Justice, who was normally a bad, fast demon out here, is still behind him. I'm going to tell you what, Ryan Broderick must have found something in practice because he's been able to hold in the top spot right now with a pretty darn good time. And Tyler Justice wasn't able to knock him off. We're used to seeing him, fly around tracks. This track conditions here, like what you were saying, might not suit his driving style. But the guy coming up here soon, Eric Tesh, just might suit him. But folks, that's why John T. Wimmis makes the big bucks. I let him analyze all of it. He did a very good representation of the track. I didn't
realize I made big bucks.
Man.
When are those going to start rolling in?
The check's in the mail, and they should have got it like I don't know, sometime.
White flag 19.
I hear you.
Yeah.
It's one of those big Happy Gilmore checks.
Yeah.
I can't really do anything with it but look at it. This is how much I would like to pay you.
Yeah. Was that awesome movie, by the way?
Just give me one of those.
Yeah, just give me one of those. Yeah.
You have to take it to an extra big bank.
Yeah. See, there you go. Well, let's see what Eric Tesh, because I think.
I'll tell you what, man.
What's that?
You don't enjoy listening to us, you got problems.
Yeah. Wow.
Green flag 96.
Well, let's see if old Eric Tesh can knock Ryan Broderick off the top spot there, because that's a pretty darn quick time Ryan put up there. Pretty even right behind him. So, if anybody can get it done.
a 642 in practice.
Okay.
It's going to be tough.
Wow.
But if there's one guy that can do it, it's right here.
So
he gets loose.
So where in the world did he... Whoa! Wow.
White flag 96.
Well...
Oh, baby, loose is fast, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and it'll spin you out of control every time. That's the old saying, but no, he caught it. And, folks, he just ran a 21.473, shattered Ryan Broderick's time.
We're at 23 minutes elapsed time. We're going to roll this thing at 27.
Well, let's see if we can't get a talk with the nice pole-sitter Iceman for the Netherlands, Eric Tesh. Eric Tesh, Joe White in the booth. You got a copy? Eric Tesh, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Joe, I got you loud and clear.
Well, I don't know what to say about that time out there, but you definitely was sliding around. That's just one bad fast time. You shattered it out there. There for a minute, we didn't think anybody was going to be able to run down Ryan Broderick's time. But, man, you came out here and blistered it. How'd that car feel? How's the track feel? And you think you got enough to bring it home at the end of 2:30?
Well, the car feels good, but the track is really, really slick. But we need to work with it, and everyone needs to work with it. So at the end of the day, the guy who's the best in doing this slick conditions is going to win the race. And I hope we get there in the top 5, or I hope for a win. But if we're top 5 running, we're happy.
Well, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, congratulations on sitting on pole tonight, Richmond International Speedway. Guys, we're here for the Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. And like what Eric just said, and I heard a lot of you saying there in the post-race and in practice, very slick style track. It's hot out there, 102-degree track temp. But we got the viewers, me and John up here, going to love this style racing. We got, 27 of the best here at the Monday Night Thunder. Any one of you guys can pull a victory off tonight. Keep them between the lines. Keep the lug nuts and fenders on it. We'll see you at the end of 2:30. Gentlemen, good luck. All right, John. Well, modest is all I got to say about him. He understands he's in a slick track. Very, very treacherous conditions.
It absolutely is, and it's going to be a long race with this track temp being the way it is. It's only going to get worse as we go. The track is going to change, and we might see some of these guys move up the track a little bit, try to conserve those tires and take it easy. Because the other thing is, if you get bent out of shape, the closer you are to the wall, the less damage you can do to your car.
Absolutely. Well, how you doing out there, Tim? John, how y'all doing out there in the chat tonight? Well, you asked for it, folks. The OSR network is going to give it to you. And I want to go ahead and personally say I thank Bobby Cheney from SRA, Sim Racing Authority, for this opportunity, because starting in June the 1st, I believe it is, that Wednesday, right before the Extreme Motorsports99.com Xfinity races, you will see us do 8 races of SRA 410 Sprints Dirt Series for them. Will be coming in June. So that was done today. And thought you might like that, John.
We're going to get dirty.
Yeah, we are going to get dirty and sideways. So starting in June the 1st, right before the Extreme races on Wednesday night, we got 8 races, and Bobby Cheney and the company over there at SRA, I definitely want to hats off and appreciate them for doing it and working around the schedule to allow it to do it and whatnot. So yeah, that's the big announcement. So tune in. Hope you're going to love it. You know, like I said before, might not see dirt here on OSR Network, but the right opportunity came by, because obviously my other leagues I'm committed to. So, but we worked it out. He said he'll work around schedule what we have to do, and we're going to get it done. 410 sprints, like I say, SRA, Sim Racing Authority. If you haven't seen those boys and you want to see a couple bad fast guys, matter of fact, Bobby Cheney is the reigning Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series champion. That's going to be awesome. So coming in June, that's our big announcement. What you think?
I think it's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. You know, I love dirt track racing, and you know, the fact you got another league coming in here, man, I want you to be a part of it. That's really cool.
Yeah.
My dog sitting behind me making this stupid racket isn't very cool, so let me get rid of him.
Well, he's excited too.
No, he's not. He's mad because everybody's locked up. Not locked up. I don't lock my family up in a room. They're in the new room to try to stay out of here.
Oh,
and he wants
Lord.
in.
All right. Well, while
I
he
lock
gets
up my family, it puts the lotion on the skin.
Yeah. Well, while he gets done with the family lockup over there, we're going to get here, set and go through the grid in order right fast for you folks here tonight. Live, Richmond International Speedway. On pole tonight, Eric Tesh, Iceman for the Neverlands. Ryan Broderick right there in second. Tyler Justice starting third. That's Mr. Excitement. Mike T. Bruno in fourth. Zach Linger, and he's going to linger around all night long, starting fifth. Christopher Matthews in sixth. Craig Lerman right there in seventh. Andrew Canelli in eighth. Terry Perry Mason starting ninth. And old DJ Hargrove rounds out the top 10. And as we look through the rest of this field, we've got 27 of the best here at the Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine tonight. Xfinity Series, Richmond International Speedway. We got a hot track, very slick, treacherous conditions. 230 laps, folks. So hang on to your hats, get your refreshments. And John's already petting his dog, getting him and locked up his family. Don't do that. I wouldn't advise that. But
Yeah,
tell your
nobody
family
called the
good
police.
night.
They're just fun.
Yeah, don't call the police. We're good. And but if you need to know where he's at, he is in Martinsville, Virginia.
Oh, come on. Police
Anyways,
at my door now.
oh, he's gonna get raided
What
on
is
the
that
stream.
they call it when you
Raid,
have cops
raided,
show up?
raided.
Oh, dude, I know
Yeah.
what a raid is, dude. I was in the army. I'm talking about the other thing. Like
Well, that's
people
what
on
they
the
call
internet.
it.
No, they call it something else. When you're on the internet and they send cops to your house. I forget what it's
Raiding.
called.
That's what they call it. They call it again
No,
raiding.
it's not.
That
I've
is what
been
they
in a
call it.
raid. That's not a raid.
Well, that's what they call it. I mean, I'm just telling you what they call it. I know what you call it. It's the cops come and bust through your door and they just, put your hands up, get on the floor, give me your donuts, or I don't know, something. Anyways, I'm not a cop. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't either, man.
I'll have to Google it or something. I don't know.
I have seen them on Twitch before, though.
Google magic.
Google, yes. Oh, well, Bobby Cheney just said starting June the 7th. There you go. Bobby Cheney's out there, yes. That's the man himself right there. You got any questions about the Dirt Series, ask him out there, man. And also, that's the defending, reigning, current champion of the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series. But tonight, man, we got a lot of champion drivers out here, Richmond International Speedway, and these guys are about to put to the wind here. We got about 27 of these guys. What do you think we're going to see in the first coming laps here?
A caution. And it's called swatted.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my bad. You're right. I thought a raid. Anyways, swatted. Well, right now, pace car's about to take the hard left turn. Actually, we got one more lap. Excuse me. It does 2 laps on here.
I know. Calm down.
I know. I'm getting excited, man. Already.
Pace car got on the way.
Yeah.
No, not time.
Man, that's what we do. Have fun up here. Love every minute of it. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, I want to appreciate, oh, look at that. Rachel out there, man, said it's swatting.
Swatting. Yeah. Ain't that what I said?
Oh, you got it from her.
No, I got it from Google Magic.
Oh, my bad. All right.
You should
Well,
Google
let's...
it. Worth the Google.
Yeah, Google's good. It's your friend. I love
That's
it.
right. Here we go. Time to get professional. It
Yes,
starts
sir.
now.
Pace car's about to take that hard left turn off on pit road. 27 of these monster machines out here. Call these the medium-sized monsters. They're going to take off. Eric Tess, a man out front. He's looking very, very good. He puts the hammer down. He's got Mr. Excitement though behind him and is going to say, so we're going to see how Mr. Excitement does fare in this kind of conditions on this kind of track, because I'm very interested to see if he's patient.
I believe he's learned something, and I think it's shown, it's paid off here lately for him. And, he used to have a problem finishing off races, but here lately, man, he's doing a great job.
Well, absolutely. Right there, we got Mike T. Bruno and the Bounty Machine right behind him. We're going to smell fresh while he's going by him. He's got the Bass Pro Shop out there fishing, and he's fishing for a win tonight. He's actually might be fishing for a beer because he's got Zach lingering in his sights, trying to run him down as he's currently in 4th place. So right now, these guys got fanned out pretty good on the front side. We'd have to go back to 7th and 8th before the 2x2 stacked up.
And you got Christopher Matthews on the outside here fighting with Craig Lerman. And in that 43, you had a great job in qualifying there by him. And they're still fighting side by side, and they got some more fighting behind them.
Absolutely. You got the Air Force right there, McDonald's. Well, I guess, man, pilots got to eat too. And they ought to love it. As long as that guy's not spreading Big Macs all over the track, we're good to go. Right now, it's looking like he's going to pass him. And that's actually your man, Craig Lerman. He is still battling with that 38
still
machine.
Fighting it out right there. That 38's trying to hold strong right now, and that's going to work. And we got a car loose in the back.
Is that the 17?
That's what it looked like, yep.
Okay, don't see a caution out yet. But we'll go back and see what happened to him. Well, that's Tommy Haynes.
Tommy Haynes.
Ooh, hate to see that on his end, but let's go back. Let me know if a caution comes out.
It did not. He's still going.
Okay. All right, well, we're watching a replay here. I got a feeling it's just what you were talking about, what we was talking about in the pre-show here in the qualifying. As he just got loose, as he's got that 17. Nice little paint job on that Camry. But he's coming out the turn, and that thing just snapped loose on him. I mean, wow, no warning, just bam.
Yeah, and these cars are a handful, man. Even from the start, you got to be careful with them. You get new tires on there, you can really overdrive these things very easily.
Yeah, no doubt. Right there, then you got Mike T. Bruno. He took over Zach Lingering for the 3rd spot. Oh, we got another car spinning. 2 of them.
43 spinning, the 23 spin coming off. Just getting back to the throttle too early there, but luckily no damage. Didn't take anybody with them, so they can just get back at it.
Well, let's go back and watch a replay on that one. I think that's what we're going to see a lot of. Probably no caution spins like that if they can get them to keep going. But you're right. Looks like they just came, just got on the throttle. And watching the replay here. Just to kind of see what, I mean, it was a good synchronized spin there going through the grass. And, oh, the 30, was that the 33 behind him?
The 23, 43 and 23, yep.
Wow, yeah, they just both spun, went off down to the infield there. As I always say, going off there and mowing the grass on the infield. So, we've already seen what we feared. A couple cars tonight spinning off down through there. These guys are just going to have to be patient. I mean, I guess we could just go ahead and say this is treacherous conditions. Very bad.
It is, and this is about the time in the run where you've got to start backing it down a little bit. You're not going to be able to run it as hard as you did before. And yes, I know we're only 10 laps into this thing, but if you ran it pretty hard, you've got to start backing it down now if you want these tires to last.
Absolutely. We're riding along here, just going through the field. Andrew Kennelly. And there's Aaron Friend running. He looks like he's already bumped the wall once. Just kind of running through this field because it looks like we are, spread out a little bit here. These guys are being very patient. That's a word we're going to use all night long. Patient. You're going to have to with these kind of conditions.
Absolutely. First, second, third, fourth, they're all real spread out here. A lot of space between them. Just running some good, decent, consistent laps. Just trying to save their stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, you'd have to go all the way back. DJ Hargrove's running in the 15th spot. Aaron Friend's he's just not being friends with those tracks, just not helping him out any. He's falling back a little bit there. So, I don't know. I don't know who the favorite is. I mean, Eric Tesh, I always pull for him. And I got to believe, John, that these conditions favor him heavily.
Oh, they absolutely do. As long as they stay, long green flag runs, it plays into his hands. We see that he's very good at taking care of the stuff. Tyler shows, a lot of speed in the beginning. Every once in a while he's got speed at the end, but I have to say the master of that is in that 96 car.
Yeah, absolutely. I was riding along with Kenneth Yance back here. Haven't seen Just Christy pop up in the chat yet. She will. She'll stick her head up here and tell us hey here shortly. As he's back there running in the 20th spot, that number 72 MotorSim Racing Magazine machine. It's the title sponsor tonight of the Grand National Series. It's presented by MotorSim Racing. And another guy, I was going to say I didn't see, but there's Sawyer Oat. Is that right?
Sawyer Oat.
Oh shoot! You know what? I was thinking about that. I don't know why.
Sawyer Oat. That's you're done. That's his name.
My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. You know what? I was actually sitting here thinking, because I saw his name, I went, I'm gonna get it right. And Ott was on my tip of my tongue, and I said, no, it's Oat. And I don't know why I'm getting the Oat from, but it is Ott. I am sorry.
Because it's a food, and you're ridiculously all about food.
You gotta eat. Well, Ryan Broderick, who started second, is currently 23rd. He must have hit something and we missed it. Because the front of his car's bashed in. He's definitely not looking, fresh and clean out there in the bounty machine. Right now, just not running up to speed. He's fell all the way back to 22nd.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him. I'm trying to go back and see if I could find it, but iracing's fantastic.
Yeah.
Replay is not letting me do it.
Yeah, no doubt. It had to be something that was just maybe on one of them other replays we was watching, which is probably going to be the theme tonight. Is a lot of these guys are probably going to self-spin, no caution come out. We might miss it, but looking there in the back now, you know, Davis Richards back there, 27th, and right now the man out front just, you know, taking this thing home, Eric Tesh. So he's got almost a second lead over Tyler Justice, who has stayed in second. I will give him credit. So I mean, hats off to him, being able to stay there. But he's got Mike T. Bruno closing in on him very quickly, because we know Mike, he definitely, I mean, that cat can drive a car. He had an exceptional week a couple weeks ago, but he is closing in on Tyler right now.
Yeah, and they're doing good. Just take care of their stuff. But tell you what, Eric Teschka here in that 96 is starting to just come through the field, starting to put guys laps down now. As we got, what we got, 4 cars now lap down,
Yes,
and
sir.
Sawyer Ott is next on the list.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. I will get that right, folks. And hello, there's just Christy. She has popped up in the chat. How you doing tonight? I'll tell you, it's heck of a race. We're about to have a battle for second place as Mike T. Bruno has run down Tyler Justice. Ooh, and Tyler's getting loose coming off those turns. I like what you said, man. At this point, at 22 laps in, these guys are probably gripping the wheel so hard that you know, that they're going to have an indentation of their hands on that thing, because these some evil handling cars.
Yeah, it definitely is. And the 43 is around again.
Not having the night he wants here. Off the tail end of it, but we'll go back on him here just to see. Don't think he hit anything. As the theme tonight's probably going to be, it's, well, obviously slick track, very hot conditions, evil handling car. These guys are going to have to be very patient, as you see it right there. I mean, it, you know, from what you just saw, just barely bumps the wall, but what we saw right there and everybody saw, you would think, oh man, he didn't look like that was a violent spin. They don't take much here.
No, it literally takes just a touch too much throttle. A little, you know, just turning the wheel back to the left a little bit, and you're loose as you can be.
Absolutely. Well, pit stops, and I can't believe that some guys would not come in for tires at this point. If I was on the lead lap, certainly, and there's actually some guys that aren't. Well, maybe not. I think it might be all the lap down cars, but I thought there at first, I thought it was something that stayed out, and I'm going, not on the conditions like this.
And it looks to me it's the lap down cars and the guys that were there at the tail end of the lead lap, so they got to get back around the track before they can pit.
Yeah, your wife is going to get on to you, right?
It's time. I don't know what else to say.
Well, she's going to get on to you, because she's going to listen to this part and go, instantly he sounds like a redneck now. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had to say that because I just remember what you said. It was so funny. Well, look who popped up in the chat out there. Ryan W. Daniels himself. What's going on, Ryan? How you doing? You tuned in to
now
a
he'll
good one.
figure out what's going on, won't he?
Absolutely, and let's give you a heads up tonight. Boy, it's been a heck of a race so far tonight. I tell you, these guys, tricky track, tricky conditions, very hot out there, 102-degree track temp, and these guys just definitely are not liking it at all. And there's Aiden Young.
Oh Lord, Aiden,
Yeah.
don't be spreading rumors now. Calm down.
Oh, okay. Why is he like that? We'll just say that. Oh, he just said no, he's not. Okay. My bad. Well, as always, want to appreciate everyone out here tuning in, watching, because you're about to see one heck of a race here, and got wrapped up on the replay and what's going on. I don't know if we get a talk with somebody, but I think the lights off on the pace car, or it's about to be anyway, so I know there'll be another caution. We'll get somebody else out here and get a word on how these guys are feeling in these cars, because you know, we kind of get an idea that nerve-wracking is probably a good word to use.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are gonna have their hands full up here. It's going to be all night long too, and that's the thing is, it doesn't matter what you think. Even if there's going to be, you may think, all right, there's going to be a quick caution. You've got to take care of your stuff regardless. It's just too much to lose if you go out there and run super fast laps trying to chase guys down.
Well, seems like somebody listens to us out there. John Marine said he is out there reading the latest MotorSim Racing Magazine installment.
Word, there you go.
Absolutely. Well, let's ride along with Eric Tesh on this restart.
He's a good
here.
listener.
He is, absolutely. As on this restart here, John, on this, they call it the dash cam here. It gives us good representation of what these guys see as they head off down here. So the pace car's in, and right now Michael Redding
is going to see his people in his way.
Absolutely. Well, Michael Redding out there, he might have been the one that stayed out. I don't know how, or took 2 tires. Right now, yeah, he's diving on the inside. As right now we went back to Andrew Kennelly, and man, look at Tyler Justice, Mike T. Bruno. They're all stacked up right there. They got to be very careful here. Even on new tires, I would say they still would have to be careful going into those turns.
Yeah, you absolutely do. These cars, like I said earlier, it's very easy to overdrive. The 49 puts himself up into the wall just a touch. And that 85 is going to shoot down to the inside there. So Michael Redding is going to get freight trained here by these guys.
Absolutely. Mr. Evil Knievel himself right there. We got a storm of them. They're all stacked up 2x2. 31 machine there with the 38. They are all nose to tail on the front side, but back there they're door to door all the way back. And probably will be for a little bit until they get fanned out here. And patience is a virtue. Oh, you see the 49, he does go high.
Yeah, and probably what he was hoping for was a quick caution there on that restart, or just get a couple laps in, hold the spot. But the tires are just a premium here. This track will eat your tires up in a heartbeat, and you've got to take care of them. And there's no sense in staying out after you got about 10 or 12 laps on them.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying. I didn't know if anybody has stayed out. But right now, Terry Mason's up in the 9th spot. Michael Redding has fell back. You just cannot keep that car down low like these guys with new tires can. But if you watched last night, folks, the IROC series here presented by the Monday Night Thunder crew as they do their special IROC series, man, last night Daytona, the Cadillac cars, there was 15 of them out there. Michael Redding drove the wheels off of it, but Mike T. Bruno was the man that pulled it off by a hood. It was like a half a hood between him and Michael coming across the line. A heck of a race that was last night.
I'll tell you what, Mike Bruno's got a horseshoe somewhere.
Yes, he does.
And he's had just week after week of great races and a lot of success, a lot of top 5s and wins. I mean, if he doesn't win, he finishes in top 5. So,
yeah,
got to figure out where that thing's at. I guess Jimmy Johnson may have shipped him one of his.
Very consistent style driver out here. Hey,
Robert Lawyer's in the chat.
I saw that. Let's say, Mr. Racing Freaks over there. And again, they're sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And the only way I'm ever going to experience that is if they make a convertible race car.
Yeah, we know.
No comment.
I was going to say something smart, like raise your hand if you've never heard Joe say that. But I don't see much of that happening. Get a lot of, get a lot of good repeat viewers here. So that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Man. Appreciate them always being here, coming in. Whether you're watching it from phone or you got somebody out here in the race that you know, if you're willing to claim them like Christy does.
Yep. Well, you say that with the man. Come on now. She's pulling for her favorite driver.
Well, she should be, and I meant that in a very nice way.
Ooh, DG Hargrove, man, got a little loose right there in that Liberty machine. And he was right there around with a 62 to David Heiser, who also has a McDonald machine out here. What is it with the McDonald's this week? I mean, is it special
grease?
Well,
got grease on the tires, man.
The track does too. It's probably,
oh, and a 49. Oh, he just came off of and got sideways right in front of that 31 to 59 a lap ago. I was watching him. Just got loose as he could be and put himself up in the wall, so he's got damage on his right front.
Well, that's Michael Redding right there, the Mr. Evil Knievel himself, who was, he's got an eel handling car out there. and definitely loving it. So I don't know if he's loving it, but you know, we're loving the excitement that they're putting on out here. Yeah, he pancaked the side of that thing. So he's got Evil Knievel in the car. He's got an evil car handling out there. So along with about 20 some other drivers, they're all going. Yeah, they're all like, they're probably screaming right now, not liking it.
Well, Zach Lindgren in the 85 running fourth. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. Pretty much nose to tail. But the 85 has been running better lap times than everybody in front of him. Eric ran a 4.13 that time, so a little bit better lap that time around. As Zach had to slow up just a little bit, being a little patient behind that 7.
You're right on that one there. I was just sorry about that, a little distracted reading something in the chat. Something not very interesting, you know. Scissor source. No, it's Ryan W. Daniels, man. Just give him a hard time. Give a shout out to the 38 car. 38 car, let's see who he's in.
Christopher Matthews. That's the Air Force car.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there you go. Definitely a special style paint job there. One of the military style cars. Like to see that out on the track as always. And Christopher Matthews.
Running 7th right now.
Yeah, running 7th, but he runs in another league. Are you running Racing Freaks?
I believe that's correct, yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, that's right.
Came back over here to start running with these guys, too.
Absolutely, yeah, that's right. He runs in the Racing Freaks, which is Robert A. Moyer out there in the chat. Does an exceptional job over there Saturday nights. Check us out. Me and John call the Actionaires Cup Style Racing. You know, like I say, it's Racing Freaks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience, and good group of guys over there. That's why I figured Christopher Matthews definitely, and he's came over here to the Monday Night Thunder, and it's awesome. So, go 38. Ryan's pulling for the 38 machine.
Yeah, that's Robert Moyer's teammate over in the Racing Freaks League, and
that's
Robert
right.
had his second place finish last week, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, great finish for him.
Yeah, and he got was very excited over it, and we actually finally got to talk to him.
Well, the man's very consistent, and he runs a tight car because he likes everything clean, and he keeps his car clean and keeps fenders on it, and is always there at the end. He's had some good finishes, but I believe second there is his best finish so far this year, so got to keep doing it, Robert.
Absolutely. Well, right now, Zach Lindgren is looking pretty good. He is all over the back end of Tyler Justice and giving him everything that he can handle. Might want to hand him a Miller Lite on the way by there for some Napa know-how parts, because right now, Tyler Justice got his hands full with an evil handling car. We know he likes to run flat out, so this is probably driving him crazy that he just cannot hammer down on that car like he's used to doing. If he does, well, we know what the consequences are going to be on that one.
Absolutely. But the other thing it does for Zach Lindgren in that 85 is it allows him to be, because obviously he's being patient, so it's not making him use his stuffer. So while he's watching Tyler slip and slide around a little bit, Zach is turning slower times, but he's also not using his tires up.
Ooh, slower car. John Barron right there got into the wall, right there in front of the leaders. That's not what they want to see, but you know, you're right. Eric Tess, Mike T. Bruno, and Mike Bruno is giving Eric Tess all he can handle. And Tyler Justice and Zach Lindgren, they're all right there with the end of each other. And any little slip up, and they're going to be on top of one another. And Spence Thompson, I just noticed that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Eric Tess, the leader, he just ran a 22.628, and Tyler just got sideways back here.
Tyler is having, yeah, this is not, we always watch a guy week in and week out here, John, and we always know their tendencies on the track, of how they drive and what they do. This is just not fitting for him. These conditions are not his style of race. I'm not taking anything away from him as being a driver, because he's an exceptional driver and has been dominating so far this season in all three series. But sometimes the track, conditions of the track just don't play into your favor of driving style.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. We are under caution. 62 is around on the backstretch.
Okay, 62 around. Get a view on what happened here, and David Heiser get a kick out of his name every time I say it.
Yeah, just didn't let that car get up to the wall. Just stuck in between the lanes there where you want to be, and too much wheel into it right there because you're not letting that thing drift out to the wall.
Robert Boyer. Wow. 230 laps, long race. Yes, it is. They actually here, just to say it, they actually do the full Xfinity races. So every race you see here for the Grand National and the truck for that matter, they actually do whatever the full race schedule is. So with that said, let's see if we can't get a talk with our race leader as of right now, which would be Eric Tess, to see how he feels about these track conditions in this car.
Good.
Eric Tess, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, Joe, got you loud and clear.
Well, Eric, you've been out front for most of this race. We're at lap 54, 55 of 230. How does that, we've seen a lot of cars slip and slide out there, sliding around. I know the conditions are treacherous, but how's your car feeling so far? How's the track feel to you?
Well, the car is getting feelings better and better, but I think there's also more rubber on the track, so maybe we get more tight racing, just because, you know, more grip is on the track, and, you know, so.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, just on the short caution here, but saw Mike T. Bruno close in on you. Did you see him coming there? You think maybe he's got enough to get around you, or is that just maybe a plan just to hold back? I mean, how was you feeling on that?
Well, as long as you're leading, you're controlling the pace, so I think we're fine on the long run. Mike has some shots for me. We need to deal with it, and we're going to figure out how we're going to deal with it.
All right. Well, gentlemen, man, it's an awesome race so far. Like I said, we know, man, it's some awesome evil handling cars and an evil handling style track out there. It's just not very friendly tonight, but a lot of patience seeing so far. Like the racing up here as always. See you at lap 230. Got a long way to go, and definitely not a short time to get there. So take your time, be patient, keep your lug nuts and the fenders on it. We'll see you at the end of 230. Gentlemen, good luck. Well, there you go. He feels pretty confident, but he definitely knows that that car can get out from under him very quickly.
And it can, and that's at any point of the race, even with brand new tires on. There's just a line, when you cross it, you're going to be spinning around. So, but he knows what he's doing with that thing. He's one of those guys you're not going to see that happen to very often.
Absolutely not. Well, Mike T. Bruno, like you said, that man, he is right there. Zach Lingering up there, and we got old Tracy Lawrence out there. That is the mother of Tyler Justice. I had to get that right.
Yeah, and Michelle said she's going to close her eyes and listen for some reason.
Well, appreciate that. Maybe she likes the sound of...
she's going to end up passing out eventually, and she's going to have two rednecks in her ear while she's asleep and have a dream about people playing banjos and put straw hats on.
Yeah, because that's what we're all about. Yeah, and eating chicken.
Yeah. Banjos, straw hats, and chili.
And chicken.
And chicken. And we'll come up with more
as
we go.
Yeah. Well, right now, the one thing these guys are about to get set here is to do battle here at Richmond. And right now, it's been a very patient-style race. Lap 57 of 230. Pace cars in, and Eric Tess is going to lead this field off. He gets a good jump right there over Mike T. Bruno, and he gets a good jump over Zach Linger. But look at Tyler Justice on the high side there. He's going to try it on those good tires as he is door-to-door with Spence Thompson.
And 19 gets a little sideways there behind Eric, giving him a little bit more room out there, but coming back at him here on the inside, back up to his bumper. But it's going to be hard to get around that 96 tonight, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, good battle going on. That's for the 4th and 5th spot. That's between the champ, Spence Thompson. He takes that spot away from Tyler Justice. I just do not feel like Tyler Justice is very comfortable in that car right now to do what he normally does, and that's put the hammer down lap after lap.
Well, yeah, and the outside's not the place to be, especially with the track temp being this high. Yeah, if it was cooler, you could stay out there and run, but Tyler knew he needed to get back behind him there in the 03, gave him that spot.
Absolutely. Well, there's a good blimp shot there. Shows you everything that's going on. IU, he loves the blimp shots
we got
out
a
here.
car getting around in the back.
Oh, who we got? Yeah, we're under caution. It'll be Davis Richards.
Michael Redding is involved. But what started it was the 35 of Sawyer Ott.
All right, well, Sawyer not having the night he wants. Yes, I do, Robert. Very much so. Oh, yeah, the 35 got loose. Tried to hang on to it, and then Michael got loose. And it was just a chain reaction from there. Oh, and Kenneth Yance just couldn't get around. Yeah, let's go back on the 35 there and get a better shot.
And he just fought that thing the whole way through the corner right there, and thought he'd get his grip back and straighten it out when he tagged the right rear up on the wall right there. Looked like a dirt late model.
All right, I'll watch it through his angle to see, because I think he collected some other cars. Michael just basically lost it coming out of the turn, and yeah, the 35 got high, got up in that loose stuff there a little bit. Tried to hang on to it. He's dirt tracking it. Oh, and Kenneth almost got by, got clipped. Tommy Haynes was involved. Unfortunately, wrong place, wrong time. Craig Lerman sneaking through there, boy. Whew. So, yeah, unfortunate to see, man. A lot of good cars tore up there, but that's just a product of this track.
Yeah, there's just nowhere to go. Really, I think Michael Redding was trying to make an evasive maneuver there, trying to stay down, thinking that the 35 was going to come down the track. And again, just too much wheel, and that's what got him around.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get a talk to old Mike T. Bruno. See if he's got anything for that man out front. Mike T. Bruno, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
10-4, Joe. I got you, bud.
Well, Mike, I tell you right now, you're running in second place. You get that Bass Pro Shop machine fishing around this track here, and hopefully that you can fish out a good win tonight. You're trying to run down that 96 machine. Do you got anything for him? How's the track feel to you tonight?
I think I might have a little something for him, you know, but like you said, the leader definitely controls the pace. But yeah, as far as the car feels, man, it's pretty damn loose, but, you know, I'm kind of liking it like this. You know, it keeps everybody a lot more focused, and in my opinion makes the racing better. So hopefully we can survive it. Hopefully we can get up front and finish this thing off.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, looking very good out there in the machine, looking good there, giving a good run for the money up front. So as like I say, gentlemen, you know, be very patient. You heard it from the two top runners there. Treacherous conditions, man, very slick, and I know all of you are out there experiencing the same thing. Looking very good. Still a long way to go. Lap 64, 230. Gentlemen, good luck. Keep it together out there. See you at 230. Well, John, he thinks he's got something for the 96. What do you think?
I think he does. I mean, that's the thing about Bruno is he's just consistent and not going to run his stuff to death right now. His focus is to finish the race, get to the part where you're finishing the race. And you see who the players are, and Mike Bruno is always one of the major players at the end of the race.
Michelle, before we go to green, one, that is something I will not be participating in. And two, I would definitely not want to see any of my neighbors participating in that. So I'll leave it at that. But anyways, awesome.
What in the world?
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook.
I didn't know there was such a thing. People just come up with anything.
Hey, man, need National Hot Dog Day. I'd love that one.
There probably is one.
There probably is. I just don't know.
If we got one of those that she's talking about, there's definitely a hot dog day.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. About to get set here to go green flag racing. We're right along here with Zach Lingard. He's sitting there in that third spot. He's sitting wheel to wheel now with Mike T. Bruno, seeing if he can do anything with the Bass Pro Shop machine as he hands off down in there. So I guess, well, he's got his hands full with Tyler Justice.
Tyler just loose as he can be, man, fighting that thing and collects it back, but he's going to be way in the back now.
Yeah, we were riding along, so let's go back on the replay and see what happened as Well, let's hope that nothing else happens in the back there while we're riding there doing it. But yeah, you're right. Was riding along, saw Tyler on the inside, just couldn't get it. So watch this restart here from the outside view. Tyler dove on the inside there. Zach Linger got a good run, but again, it takes us back to, you know, his style is hammer down and go. Problem is he just can't coming off the turn. Was a good save though. I gotta give him credit. Wow, didn't hit anything, didn't hit a wall, and didn't come back up on the track. And we got come back into a huge mess. You see what I'm seeing back here in the back?
I am now. I was watching the leaders up front.
Wow.
And then I heard the 03 come across the radio and apologize.
Yeah, he stacked the field up. Well, let's go back on the 51 because Davis Richards got into the wall. So, the 03, I believe, in front up there got loose. He stacked the whole field up behind him. Well, you had two cars in the grass there. And then the next thing then the next thing I see is the 3 in the wall, and then the 51 sliding. It just was just a circus mess back there, and the only thing that we have to blame is the track. I mean, really, it's just that bad, unfortunately.
It's very tough, especially when you run side by side, and that's what you have to know, where you can run side by side like that. And you know, coming off of 4 is not that bad, but the outside car has got to let that car drift up. And he was down, you could see he was down about a lane right there. And what he wanted to do, or what he should have done, was really let that thing get out to the wall right there.
Absolutely. It's just been...
But you got to say, I'm sorry, Joe.
Go ahead.
Cut you off there, but I just want to say I think these guys tonight have done a much better job than we see them, you know, they've done in the past,
Yes.
of avoiding wrecks. We see, normally it's a big pile up, but these guys are very patient, and they know that some guys are going to get bent out of shape, but they've done a great job of avoiding wrecks.
Well, tonight has been more of an analyzing style race for us, which we kind of figured it would be. The track conditions, the car being like it is, the setup underneath it, and most notably, everyone knows here at iRacing, they changed the B car, which is what this is, the Xfinity car. They changed it, and not a lot of people have been happy with it since it's been done, and especially when you put it under these kind of track conditions. It's just a really, really handful. I don't care what kind of driver you are. It could be the best in the world. Still a handful. And we're seeing some of the best out there have their hands full. But you're right. I got to give my hats off to these guys. They've been very patient, great racing, and they're not causing like huge pileups. Sure, we're seeing them get loose, but we just saw Tyler Justice, man, hold that thing and get loose and drive the wheels off of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It could happen to anybody, too. And it's, still early on in this race. Some of these guys have had issues, are going to figure it out and know what they can and can't do. Craig Lerman, we've seen him go around a couple times, still running in the 20th spot. He's still in the lead lap, so been able to rebound from those, and he'll just learn from that and know when he can push it and when he's got to back off of it.
Absolutely. So well, as anybody knows, and I want to welcome the viewers out there, and if you're over on Facebook side, leave a message, leave a like, and share. I'll get a comment, and I'll get back with you over after the race. Definitely love hearing from each and every one of you. If you're over here on the YouTube side, pop in the chat, man. Have fun with us here. Chat us up. And all the other guys, look who just popped in the chat. Matter of fact, Waylon Lamb was talking about him earlier.
I told you. I know it.
Matter of time. Well, announced earlier that some special things. First off, Hardline Racing. Want to welcome them on board the OSR network. Starting this Friday night, we'll be running their Xfinity series on Friday night, and then next Friday, not this one, but the coming next Friday, Truck Series by TRL right after, so it'll be a doubleheader night there for that. And just announced today, Bobby Chaney and company over at SRA, Sim Racing Authority, starting in the first week of June, right before the Extreme Motorsports 99.com races. We'll be bringing their 410 sprint races to you live here on the OSR Network. As we're getting set to go back green flag racing here, John, Eric Tess has been the man in control all race long, and I got a feeling as long as he stays out front, that's where he's going to love it. He might not mind some of these cautions with these style conditions, because it slows down a lot of those hot, heavy-footed style drivers behind him that normally would favor a lot of caution style races. But tonight, with these conditions, I don't think Eric Tess minds too much.
No, he definitely doesn't, because the conditions that he's feeling right now are basically what you feel at the end of a run, you know, of a long green flag run. So it's right in his wheelhouse from the first lap, you know, on new tires. And so he definitely knows how to take care of his stuff. But we've seen the 19 and 85 up there, and the 89 of Spence Thompson, you know, turn very good, consistent laps. Their focus here, obviously, just being turn the laps, get to the end, and then when there's about 30 to go, we're going to see business pick up there.
Absolutely. Ooh, and they get the 23 car off in the grass again. We'll see if it brings a caution out. If it doesn't bring a caution out, you know what time it is. They asked for it out in the chat. We're going to give it to them.
Yeah, he's going, so no caution.
All right, then. We're going to do what we love doing, John. Speed cam.
Speed cam.
All right, we're back here after the speed cam there, running a caution here. And all I like to say is, boy, if that just does not get your blood pumping, your hair standing up on your arms, and heck, like I said the other week, if it doesn't get your hair blood pumping on your arms, you might want to see a doctor. Might want to see a doctor for that condition, but either way, still might want to get an appointment with your doctor. But we're in the caution.
Yeah, we just had the 32 just moved up into the 43. Just pushed up there a little bit.
Ooh, yeah, and he's all tore up.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
All right, here we go. We're going to watch a replay on it. And unfortunately, by the time he got done with his car, it looked like a flat Big Mac. So, looked like him and the bounty machine got together. Oh, punched the inside wall hard. Wow. Well, one's clean, the other one's a little dirty, so hate to see that.
And you saw the contact really wasn't, you know, vicious.
No.
With the track being the way it is, you're on the edge. It's like you could reach out with your hand and just push the car with one finger, almost, and get them sideways here.
Well, you were saying it before we was doing a speed cam there and all. You know, these guys have been very patient out here. Got a lot of clean driving so far. Obviously, you know, cautions out here. Product of the track. Get a quick summary right fast. You know, lap 82 of 230. 3 lead changes, but we're only sitting at 5 cautions. Actually, a lot better than I thought, which, okay, if we get 5 more, and another 80-some laps, and then we get another couple more, actually, that's not going to beat our record that we're used to seeing. So, really not as bad as I thought it would be.
No, I think the guys have been extremely patient. The accidents that we've seen are just single car spins, or with the single car getting bent out of shape and it takes other people out. And right there, we just saw the 32 just lost the front end of it there. So, which is also easy to do if you're overdriving the corner, or you get back to the throttle too early, it'll make that front end push up the track there as well. So, nothing terrible. Nobody's run over anybody. Just this track itself, it's action at both ends, man. So, and then with the track dent being the way it is, it's hard enough. It's very hard to get a handle on this thing. So,
absolutely. Hey, old Tim out there in the chat, that boy always picking the leader.
Now, I don't know.
I don't either. Did Kenneth John stay out because it's showing him in the lead?
Yeah, he is on the tail end of the lead lap, so he'll get the wave around.
I guess. Okay, well,
a couple other cars here should be getting a wave around as well.
No, they're not either.
Are they? They're not getting a wave around?
No, he's actually. I just noticed it. Him and Tommy Haynes, Michael Redding, did they just not pit?
Staying out for track position then.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, we're gonna see if it pays off. So, because Just Christie popped up, go 72. Well, the thing about it is, if he stayed out, I hate to say it this way, Eric Tesh and company back there did. They went in and got tires. So, let's see how this one fans out up here for all those guys. Might be a good move, might not. Right now, pace car's in, green flags in the air. Kenneth Johns gets a hammer down. He takes off. Tommy Haynes is out front. So the 72 trying to get a few bonus points maybe. Double Zero's backed over to 62. Now here's where Eric Tesh and company have to be patient. Coming through this field like this, and they're going to come through there, but they have got to be very patient.
They're 3 wide.
Oh, is that going to work?
19 goes up the track and hits a 96, and 85 is getting turned.
Oh, yeah. We didn't think that was going to work. 3 wide, no. Yeah, Zach Lingren and all them were 3 wide there for a while. Wow, let's go back and watch the replay. What's
the
that?
7 gets loose underneath the 85, making it 3 wide coming off. Goes up and hits the 85 into the 62, and then the 85 got hooked by the 62.
Yeah, we're watching that. Ooh.
Started by the 7 car there, forcing that 3 wide.
Just hard contact, man. Just, wow. Zach Lingner was up on his hood, looked like a beer bottle flying down the front stretch. And you just got to hate it there. Wow. Yeah, the big one here, unfortunately. But, well, yeah, Kenneth Johns out front. So, might be a good move if we get all these cautions. So, hey, let's see if we can't get a talk with him. Kenneth Johns, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Joe. What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what. We was unsure if you was at the tail end of the longest line or if you was actually out front there on that restart. Looks like you stayed out, got up there. Just Christie's out here. She's like go 72. Looking very good. That Mr. MotorSim Racing Magazine machine there tonight. How's the car feel? You think you got enough to keep up front?
Oh, Joe, it's slicker than Alabama red clay, man. No, I don't have a good car. This is a total points play. I just didn't pit. These guys are fast here tonight, and I'm just trying to keep it out of the wall.
I hear that. Well, I'll tell you what, definitely points is valuable because got a long season to go. Definitely need those. A lot of people don't understand how valuable those points are. But you're definitely leading some here. I mean, it's good paying out, though. Think you got enough maybe to, like you said, maybe bring home top 10?
I might have a top 10 car. Like I said, if I can just keep it out of the wall, that's the scary thing. Coming off 4, it wants to come around on you.
I hear that. Well, as I always like to say, keep the lug nuts and the fenders on it, gentlemen. Man, right now, this I understand this track is very slick out there. Just had the big one there, and just unfortunate 3 wide hard charging style racing going on, but nonetheless, guys, keep them cars intact. I'll see you at the end of 2:30. Well, kind of what I figured, man. Just stayed out for some points, and That's something we don't talk a lot about yet because still a long season to go, John, and it will play a factor though as we get near because they have a chase format here, so it might be something he's looking at down the line.
Yeah, that matters, and it's not a bad play to stay out and try to get some points here, and the cautions play in your favor, and get a couple laps in, have another one, something like that, and then everybody's gonna have to pit. So then you're gonna be right up there with them. So it's not a bad play to stay out there if you can, hang on to it. But you got some fast cars behind them there that are gonna want to come up through here in a hurry.
Yeah, those fast cars, most notably Spence Thompson, Mike T. Bruno, Eric Tesh. Those are three of them that we know of right off the bat. We got a bad car blinking very bad. That looks like Gordon Larson. Surprised they haven't had him pull off anywhere.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now, so letting them know what's going on. And what they pretty much do is they put you on a clock and see if it fixes itself. If it does not, then you're asked to move up and get out of the way or get off the track.
Right. Well, as always, appreciate, man, everyone coming out tonight, watching this awesome race, because right now it's been more of a analytical style race, so to speak. There's your big word there, John. Because really it's not been what we're used to seeing. Hard charging up front all the time, everybody wide open. These guys have had to be patient because this track conditions out here are very treacherous.
Well, definitely are. See a restart here. Kenneth Yops just jumps on that thing and gets a good restart, trying to get up front there and get some space between him and 17, but they're 3 wide behind him.
Oh, is that going to work? Ooh, boy, I tell you what, the 49 got into Spence Thompson. They're still 3 wide, and Eric Tesh had to check up. Boy, that could have been disastrous. And Mike T. Bruno, he is taking it 3 wide. Man on a mission. Eric Tesh trying to get under the 49. I hate to say it this way, but at some point, these guys just got to move. They know they're just not that fast. And these guys on new tires.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, and Bruno gets way loose coming off the 2.
Yeah, he did. Wow.
You see the 17 there. He stayed out one of those cars on some old tires, staying up the track, trying to stay out of the way, but kind of created a roadblock for the 96 as he's got Matt Hoover underneath him. So Hoover's really the beneficiary right now of that line.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mike T. Bruno, he is driving the wheels off that thing. Eric Tesh is having his hands full as he's having to take it 3 wide, something he just does not want to do back there. As now he's door to door with a Birdie's construction machine. That's Matt Hoover right there looking, he's trying to hold him off. He's trying to get back to the front himself. Aaron Friend looking very good. Tommy Haynes right there also. So good battle, but these guys are having to be very patient getting through this field. But you could tell the difference between, new tires and old tires, just how much speed difference there is.
It's just amazing what tires will do for you on this track. Even, with 7 or 8 laps on your tires versus brand new tires, it makes all the difference in the world. This track is very abrasive, no give in at all, and it just eats the tires off of it.
And I apologize because he caught me with a cookie in my mouth.
Oh, we're under caution again.
Ooh, did Mike make the pass on him, though? He might have got under him just in time. Oh, wait a minute, maybe not. Just letting him on by. What'd you see on the caution?
I see the 11 turned around the wrong way.
All right, well, that is definitely not what you want to see if you're a driver. That's Blake Fallon. And he's got the Valvoline machine out there. This track's already slick enough without having oil on it. So hopefully that's not what he spilled on his car. Yeah, he's going. Let's go back one more time here to view it. Got the tail end of it there. Got a feeling it was just a product of him just losing it. And Zach Ingram was right there in front of him. Zach was on the inside. He went up high. Oh, Tyler Justice not having the race yet. He's marred back in traffic.
I believe the 7 may have got into him on the left rear. Listening to the race chatter there.
If it was, it could have been a little net code. It was, if so, it wasn't much of a tap. I mean, if anything, I mean, that was very light. So, under caution again here. This is the kind of race that we kind of figured we'd see. Very patient, very slick. Guys just having a handful out here tonight. Richmond International Speedway Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. And, you know, we got 27 of probably the best out here that they got. But even the best of the best, it's still this track, these conditions, and these cars and this setup, they're just not friendly. And when you get behind the wheel, you can feel it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cars that were up front there on old tires, 72 of Yance, and the 17 went in and got tires.
Awesome.
All right, so the call from race control was just a racing incident. The 11 was coming down, arcing, and the 7's running his line. Didn't do anything wrong, so not fault on either driver there. Yeah, so the point of that is, for anybody who doesn't know, what they do is if you cause a wreck, you do get an EOL penalty. That's the end of the longest line. And so they're not going to do that when it looks like a straight-up racing deal. In that situation, watching that replay, I believe that's what it was. The 11 just running his line, thinking that he was clear, and the 7 was running his line. So no fault on either of those guys.
All right, well, yeah, you're right there, John. They definitely have what, I don't know if they have the 3-strike rule, or I do know that they, you know, you get a penalty, UL, and eventually you will get parked, you know, enough incidents on you. But,
yeah, and they try to be a little more lenient, you know, when it comes to short tracks, because, you know, accidents are going to happen. You're going to get into each other. So sometimes you might see somebody get into something maybe more than 3 times. But it depends on what their calls were on the previous incidents. So,
yep, absolutely. Well, tonight has been one heck of a race here. Loving every minute of it, and this has been what we thought it would be. Well, it's not a caution fest, but it's actually being very cautious as drivers go.
It's been some great racing for a slick track. You know, I enjoy slick track racing. You know, you figure out who the real players are, who the drivers are that can handle it. And Mike Bruno's right where he wants to be, in front of that 96.
Yeah, he is. Mike Bruno's the man out front. He hammers through the gears, and Eric Tess are riding along with him on the cockpit view here. He's got a little bit of damage on the front of that car. Might have happened when he was coming through the field there. We're seeing here riding along with him, but he does get on the inside there. It looks like he took over the second spot there with ease. He's going to try to run down Mike T. Bruno. It might be the Mike and Eric show all night long if these guys get out front, because right behind them, Spence Thompson's falling back just a little bit, but Aaron Friend's trying to fire back there a little bit with Matt Hoover as the front, I'm going to say 7, 8, or 9, all nose to tail right here. They got fanned out. Don't count out Tyler Justice. He's coming through the field, though.
Yeah, he's trying to get up through there, but he's going to need some patience and take it easy around those guys. He's faster than they are. He can get by them. You just got to take your time and pick your passing points on the track.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Right now, what you got?
The 96 and 19 are almost into each other right there, coming off the 2.
Yeah, we see the 96. He's going underneath him, taking that spot away. That's the lead. Spence Thompson's probably the man right behind him. 11, we're under caution again.
Oh, and it's the 03 of Dante Curtis.
Dante Curtis, 03 machine. Yeah, he's smoking heavily in the Evolution machine. So let's see what happened to him, because he definitely slapped the wall somewhere hard.
It's coming off a 2, but my replay was acting up,
Well,
so I'll have to...
I'll tell you what happened. 35 and the 51 got together. Unfortunately, he was in the wrong place, wrong time. So was John Barron and 11 Machine. Wow. So, yeah, I started with the 51 and the 03. They just kind of got into each, or excuse me, number 11 Machine. They got together. And Dante Curtis, man, he just wrong place, wrong time. So pit stops. Eric Test didn't take one. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he really hasn't ran his car all that hard if you look at his times compared to what he did earlier. So being back in traffic there, he had to be a little patient and didn't use them up. But not that surprising, really. I mean, for him to stay out because he can manage his car on that. And probably what he's thinking is we're going to have another caution here in maybe the next 15 laps, 20 laps, and then everybody will be coming again.
Yeah, because that puts Mike T. Bruno back in 12th spot. He's going to have a handful coming through the field. Going to have to use a lot of patience doing it. And what's going on there, Craig? How you doing? I want to appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. And everyone over on Facebook Live and Twitch. Hey, send a message, comment, hit a like, hit a share. I'll definitely get up with that. Actually, go ahead and see. We got a couple people over there watching. I see that already. So that's awesome to see, man. It's all for the leagues. Definitely these guys are putting on a good show. And amazing. I mean, it's already amazing. I mean, I see there's a lot of comments already over there. So I'll definitely get to that after the race. Definitely get on to what, read them, get with you. If you're on the YouTube side, hey, come over here. And if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up on it. Hit a share and a like. Don't like what you see, well, as John says.
Too bad.
Yeah. I'll say, hit a dislike. But either way, it's we do appreciate it, man. Everybody coming out. It's been one heck of a race, just like what me and John thought it would be. A race of attrition right now. I think the guy that actually wins this is the guy that does the most patient. Actually, one survives, two saves the tires here.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Eric's times here. Did not run hard. He was a 22-1, 21-9, 22-4, and then we had a caution. So he's fine on tires, really.
What is... Oh, I was reading some of the chat out there. Trying to see what Tim's talking about. Well, I will never say that it's my show. These guys out here on the track, they're the centerpiece. Y'all come and watch, and that's just how I'll stick to that. Because, man, it's a pleasure to be able to call a lot of this great action like this.
Well, the drivers are what make it, and the folks come out and watch, also are part of what make it, because without anybody watching, there'd be no point of doing this, having a broadcast, and the drivers like it. They race for you guys.
Absolutely. Well, right now, Eric Test is going to try to race to get a win here tonight. Spence Thompson, the champ, would love to put one in the books here on a very treacherous track. But look at old Aaron Friend right there. He's got the Out Front Motorsports. He's door-to-door with the 89. Looking good. And there's another man we ain't talked about all night long who we just called the closure. And we're in the caution. But that's David A. Levine. But looked like the number 5 machine.
It's the 72 and 818.
Well, the Energizer Bunny has got stopped.
Oh, yeah, the 5 is the cause of that.
Well, we're watching the replay here on the 5. I saw the 5 spin back there, that's what I said. That's a little 62, and the 5, they went 3 wide, he got high. Oh, man, Hoover nowhere to go. Oh, the 818 are there. It just, once the cars start spinning, there's nowhere to go.
Oh, I say the 5's the cause of that, and I should slow my roll for a second and back up here. You don't have to go 3 wide, and I understand they were slow, and Kenneth had a good run in there, and he's on tires. Patience is really a big part of racing here, and you may think, hey, I'm fast, I can fit there, I can go, but the other guy there is not really expecting to be 3 wide here under these conditions.
Absolutely. Well, let me go back to what I was saying before all that transpired. Number 59, we haven't talked much about him, David A. Levine. We call him the closer, folks. He obviously, I think he owns a realtor, or he works for a realtor company. So he knows a lot about closing deals as far as house deals and everything else.
Yeah, he is a realtor for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Carolinas. He is an actual realtor.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, then, there you go. So he knows a lot about closing deals. And tonight, every time we turn around, he's up front. So towards the end of the race. So he might be able to close out this deal here tonight.
Yeah, and he's also more than a realtor. He drives cars in real life. He's driven everything that you can think of. So what I call a pro driver, somebody that has driven as much as he has, dirt and asphalt and everything else, and got his real estate license. So he's a man of many hats, I guess.
Absolutely. So, tell you what, let's see what this pace car's about to do. I better get a talk with him.
20 this time.
I believe they should be getting 2 to go here.
David A. Levine, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy? David A. Levine, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, loud and clear, Joe.
Well, David, I tell you what, it was just you snuck up there. Right now, you're currently sitting in third, and we call you the closer. Well, for one, you're a realtor at hand and during the day, and definitely know how to close some very tough and awesome deals there. But tonight, you're trying to close out the deal here at Richmond International Speedway. How's the car feel? You think you got enough to get it done at lap 230?
We'll see. I know that 96 machine is pretty stout. 16 up here to 32. They're all pretty quick too, so we'll see how this goes. But Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Mustang's been pretty great all night.
All right, well, I tip my hat to you for being patient and getting it up there. Currently, like I say, running in third. Gentlemen, right now, I know, like I've said it many times, y'all know it. Track conditions very, very treacherous out there, but good racing and patience so far. So, keep them lug nuts and fenders on it. See you at 2:30. Good luck, gentlemen. All right, well, he's kind of, maybe.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a house, he's the man that can help you out. It's davidlevine.bhhscarolinas.com.
Absolutely. I'm not looking for a house. I bought one of them before, and I don't want to have to go through that again. Just getting set here to go back green flag racing. Right now, the man out front, Eric Tesh, he's looking for the win tonight. He hasn't won in several weeks so far, but green flag in the air. Look at air friend power on the outside there. David Levine as they go off into turn number 1 or 2. Excuse me, it's turn 3 there. It's coming out of turn 4. Well, those guys are 3 and 4 wide in the back.
All over the place back here in the back. They look like they're 3 wide.
Man, that's like a hornet's nest playing out back there. Those guys are just storming around this track, looking very good doing it. I don't know. That's
Here comes Tyler Justin.
Yeah. Right now, you feel like Superman on new tires. The problem is you still got to be patient. And Tyler Justice powering that number 7 machine. We call him Mr. Excitement. We call him that for a reason because he loves coming through the front. Right now, he is currently running in the 5th spot. Looking very good. So, you're still almost thinking about going 3 wide back there. Mike Bruno. Is he going to hold on to that thing?
49 gets way loose coming out of 2.
So is Mike Bruno. He's back there trying to wheel that thing around. Wow. Everybody's loose around here. It's only lap 121. I don't think they got the memo that they still got about 100 more laps to go here. I don't think business time about to pick up, but these guys definitely sure are racing like it's the last lap here.
And Ryan Broderick in that 32's got the 7 to Justice all behind him there. Broderick ran a 22.214 to Justice 3:02, and we're under caution again.
Yes, we are. Ooh, looks like that's going to be Derek Robinson. He's involved at least. These guys, man, were out there just starting to get awful racy very soon, very early. He just got loose, and then, oh, Kenneth Yance just can't catch a break. Wrong place, wrong time, and the Burger King machine right there just threw a whopper, man, on the side of Kenneth Yance, and just not what he wanted to see. So, loose has been the theme all night long.
Yeah, and you said it earlier, you get those tires on and you start thinking, you know, you can really push it, and you really can't. You got to run the thing just as hard on the first lap with those tires as you do towards the end, because the track will just eat them alive, man. You've got to take it easy with these track conditions here, and you see some of these guys making mistakes because they want to, you know, make up some spots on these restarts.
Yep. Well, I hope everyone loves being up late. Don't get anything out of that.
I missed what you said.
Oh,
I was listening to the race chat.
I said, well, anything good?
Is anything good? What?
Yeah,
what?
Is it on the race chat? Anything good?
Oh, I was just looking. They were Mike Bruno about lost it, and I was looking to see what he did there, and I.
Not bad. Well, I was telling everybody. I hope everybody is ready to be up late.
Yeah, we still got a long way to go.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, the end of these races, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you're sitting here, right, if you're one of these people that hates cautions and you're like, "Good Lord, this is crazy," fine, think that. But at the end of their races, you will see some of the best racing you've ever seen being broadcast anywhere. These guys put on a spectacular show, especially at the end of these races. They do an awesome job, and it's like they find a total different switch.
Yeah, they do. Well, we're at lap 125 of 230 here, Grand National Series tonight, presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine, Richmond International Speedway. And Richmond has not been a nice place for none of these guys here tonight. 27 of the best here on the Monday Night Thunder Series for their Xfinity cars that they got out here. And right now, I'll get a quick summary here real quick. Like I say, lap 124, 235, lead changes, 10 cautions so far tonight. So, not as bad as I thought it would be. We still got a long way to go. We're a little less than 100 laps, with 95 laps left here in this one. So, like what John just said, tune in if you want to see some awesome racing. Right now, it's about to pick up. Tyler Justice, the man, we call him Mr. Excitement. He's looking to just dominate these series. But Eric Tesh has other plans. He's very well consistent. This is the kind of track conditions that he loves. Even though we've had cautions, the thing about what you said earlier, John, was at the start of each of these is almost like it is at the end of a run on long set of green flag runs with tires. So he's not minding probably some of these cautions too much.
Well, besides the fact that Eric's in the Netherlands and they're 5 hours ahead of us here on the East Coast, and it's 11 o'clock at night. The sooner the race is over, the sooner the man can get a little bit of sleep before he's got to go to work.
Does he even work? I never asked him that.
He does something.
He does. Well, right now, the one thing he's doing right is he's hammering through the gears. He took off and shot out there up front. He knows the importance of getting up there because I think he understands Tyler Justice is on the way to the front. Ryan Broderick's another one. Watch out for right there. He started second, got back up there, and he's currently running second. Got that bounty car looking bounty clean as he's trying to run down the hooligan gang, is what I call them up there, all over the back end there. Eric Tesh, but Tyler Justice, Mr. Excitement. Don't count him out as he is in the tire tracks. I mean, and he's got Aaron Friend all over him.
Well, Bounty's the quicker picker-upper, and I'm going to tell you right now, Ryan Broderick is picking up some time on the 96 right there. He is a lot faster than Eric Tesh is right now.
Yes, he is. Like that. That's pretty cool. That was awesome. Right now, you got to look behind them. They definitely got enough Napa parts to know how. And one thing we know about Tyler Justice, he knows how to get around this track. And you're right, Ryan Broderick is running down Eric Tesh up there. We're riding along here with Aaron Friend. He's got a full front windshield view, and so does Tyler Justice, of this awesome battle going on up front.
Yeah, Ryan ran a 21.998 the lap previous to where they just crossed. And he's making up some time here. Eric is starting to see what Ryan is doing a little bit and taking his line away from him, but Ryan's just going to sit back here and be a little patient now and just stay in that rearview mirror of Eric.
Yeah, and we got the two, DJ Hargrove around.
And we're under caution.
Yeah, he went and slammed the outside wall there. I was watching back here in the back. They were getting awful racy back there. Some of the guys got loose. DJ, I think, was just a product of guys getting loose. Yeah, the 17 got up into, don't know who he got up into. And then DJ's coming out of the turn, just tried to slow down. And that car just will not slow down, and it spun around on him. He tried to correct it.
He went down, put his left sides on the apron, and that's not a good idea here.
Well,
the only time you can get away with doing that is when the track is nice and cool, and it will help you turn. But even then, on entry, you don't want to be down there. You want to be doing that, after center coming off.
Yep. Tyler Justice is blinking bad out there. Well, you want to try to get a talk in with old Ryan Broderick, see how he's doing. Maybe if he's got enough for old Eric Tesh. Let's see what he's doing.
Was brought out. Self-spin on the...
All right, well, they're talking. Hang on.
They're clear now.
Ryan Broderick, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Jeff.
Well, Ryan, right now, you got that bounty machine right there trying to run down the 96 up front of Eric Tess. You're sitting in second spot. You think you got anything for him out here on this track?
If we got another 15 laps in, I think I might have been able to get a run underneath him off a corner. But he's pretty fast on old tires even, but on this restart, I know the 7 is probably going to get by me on the inside, so I'm just going to try and hold my own and fall in line between them and run with them for a while.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, it looks like you got a good fast car out there, and as John said, yeah, you got the bounty machine on it, and you're the quicker picker-upper, and right now you're trying to pick up a victory tonight. Looking very good. As I always say, gentlemen, it's a tough one out there, but hey, it's Richmond. You got to love it. We're here at Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine tonight. Guys, see you at 2:30. Good luck. Well, he feels like he's got enough for Eric Tesh.
Well, he does. He was super fast right there. Now the problem is going to be a couple of heat cycles on these tires now as they've had some fast cautions, and he's laid down some super fast times, and he was a 21.9, and I believe that may have been his fastest lap he's laid down so far. And these tires do actually heat cycle just like in real life, so it's going to depend on how well you take care of them. And that's why, another reason why you don't see these guys, swerving, scrubbing around too much there, because you got to take care of those things. As much as you want to put the heat in the tire, it also does scrub your tire and wears it.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Well, Ryan W. Daniels said he's back. Well, welcome back.
Well, let's have a parade.
Well, that's what they're doing out there, parade lapping right now for him. See? There you go, Ryan. Came back at the right time. Like I said, we had to pray for the boy.
I mean, he acts like nothing else is going on. Like, we're racing. He thinks we're playing a game of Where's Ryan.
Yeah. Don't give him any ideas. He'll be coming up, man, we're trying a new game there. He'll be trying a fictitious novel, that thing, or something.
I know it. That was just a disaster.
We'll get in that another time, folks. But right now, we're about to get set to go.
No, we won't. You don't want to hear anything about that.
Well, pace car takes it off, and Eric Tesh, man, is the man out front. He's got Ryan Broderick right there.
Oh,
they didn't get started. Wow.
Well, Eric played a little game with him there. He wouldn't even go at the same time he's been going.
Yeah, I saw that, and boy, I tell you what.
Oh.
The 32 lost it. Man, that could have been disastrous. That could have took half the field out right there. Wow.
I'll tell you what, though, these guys, again, doing a great job of avoiding wrecks tonight.
Well,
no caution. He got himself back
He
going.
got himself back going. Right now, Tyler Justice is a man on a mission. He is going to try to run that 96 machine down and seeing if he can do it. Because Mr. Excitement, he is definitely making it exciting. But the Iceman for the Neverlands has other plans. He's going, this is a hot track. They definitely ain't melting my icebergs out here because I'm feeling slick, cool, and everything else, guys. And I've got it handled up front. Can the man in the 7 machine be patient enough on a long, long run and run down that number 96? That's going to be the million-dollar question.
Well, I can tell you right now, there's no patience. He ran a 21.960 on the previous lap and ran a 22.177 there. Eric ran a 21.989.
Absolutely. Well, behind him, though, it's a Hornets.
And we got a caution out. Yep, big deal back there.
What we got? Who'd you see first?
I'm looking. I don't know. I think everybody got back going, so it's not going to show me.
We'll say, what's it, the 19 or the 32 might have been involved.
It may have been the 32. He's apologizing for something. He adjusted his brake bias, so.
Okay. It's Ryan Broderick. Yeah, he's real slow in the back, so we'll go back on him and see. Now we'll go over there and we'll find out what happened. So in the caution again here tonight. Back there in the back. I don't know if that's on him or not. I don't think it is.
And Eric stays out. Tyler Justice, Spence Thompson, Aaron Friend come to pit road. Mike Bruno's on pit road. So all these other fast cars are coming in and taking tires.
Yeah, I just don't I don't know if that's a good game plan.
Well, he was able to run a pretty decent lap there when Tyler was up on him. So we'll see. Maybe he knows that he's got more in the tank there, and he's just not pushing.
Isn't this twice he stayed out now?
Yes, it is. He's going to have now a couple cycles on these tires, and now you're getting to the part where it's a little dangerous, and the thing may step out with you.
I think that was the number 5 car brought out the caution. Finally found it. That's what I was looking for while we was talking. Yep, 5 car. So let's watch. Looks like just self-spin on his end. But yeah, I might say it's going to be a gamble for Eric to stay out. Oh no, wait a minute, he just blew up. Huh. Wow. Alright, well. Got his fast fix now, got a whole new set of cars. So we're going to see if this gamble pays off. Look at that, Zach Lingering right there, and then David A. Levine right there in 3rd. Tommy Haynes, he's right there in 4th. He might be able to pull off something good here tonight.
Yeah, Race Control is talking about the 75 car in an incident. So that's what caused the caution.
Okay. Yeah, we was looking all over the board, so. Timothy asked, do we think this one's going to end under caution? I'll tell you at lap 230.
Yeah. I hope not, because these guys put on a heck of a show at the end of these races.
Yeah. I hope it goes green. I'm like John. I really do.
Well, the thing with this track, especially under these conditions, you pretty much have to tell yourself, can I run the guy down in front of me? And if you're pushing it and you know you can't, now you got to take care of your stuff and just get a good points night. So there's no sense in pushing your car when you know you're going to use it up. Other guys are going to get by you. I'd rather have a good points night and get out of here than make a mistake like that.
No, you wouldn't.
Well,
I've seen you race.
Oh, come on.
I've been in the room when you've raced.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. Listen at it. Wait.
There's no rest for the wicked, people. I'll tell you right now.
Well, it is easy for us to sit and say, have a good points night. As a driver, though, it's very tough to do. A lot of patience has to be involved with it. Right now, we're getting set to go at green flag racing here. Eric Testo has had a lot of patience all night long and has been able to put that car out front and keep it up front all night long as he hammers through the gears and takes off. Zach Linger doesn't get going, but David A. Levine does, and Tommy Haynes right there behind him. They're stacked 2x2 going into the first turn.
Oh!
Tommy Haynes got in the back. Oh, lingering into the wall.
Oh, and Bruno's collected.
That one started with, unfortunately, Tommy Haynes got into the back end of Zach Lingering. You know, nothing intentional or anything like that. But, yeah, just an unfortunate set of circumstances there. Looked like maybe Zach Lingering just got, checked up just ever so slightly. And Tommy Haynes just got just enough into the back end of him. Yeah, boom, right there. And, man, just trying to hold on to it. Wow, hard to the wall. Ooh, Mike Bruno, you said it. Hard lick himself. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and I was watching from the nose of the 17 of Tommy Haynes, and what happened is the 85 backs up his braking point there, and at this track, you've got to be ready. You've got to have your foot on the brake and be ready to stop, or slow down for the guy in front of you.
Yep.
And I think Tommy just thought maybe he wasn't going to, that wasn't his braking point that early. But the other thing with these cars, when you're so close to another guy here at this track, it's so hard to see what's in front of you and your entry point. And that's why I hate being right up on a guy's bumper like that at a track like this where you've got to hit your point, your turning point, your brake point, everything has got to be on the money.
You're right, I agree with Eric. I am noticing something while riding here with Eric Tesh. He's got a strategy going on. There's a reason why he hasn't been in those two pits. I got a feeling he is trying to stretch this thing to one more pit stop. Look at him clutch that car. He's saving fuel.
Yeah, and that's the other. You can save a bunch here. Even in your run, if you back it up, after a couple laps, and you get a good lead, you can back it up a little bit easier there. Push a clutch in if you want, and just go around. It's so much you can do with this track to save, not just your tires, but your fuel as well. And so that's a good strategy on his part. And I mean, pretty much we've seen that the guys can't get around it. So, right. I mean, I know we run a couple laps and there's a caution, but, on a restart, some of these guys have fresh tires. They still can't get around it.
Yeah, absolutely. When, and this is going on, like the third caution in a row, he has yet to come into the pits. And like I said, I just noticed him sitting there clutching it, so he's obviously saving fuel from somewhere. He's definitely got a game plan. I mean, not a game plan I do, but hey, he knows better than I am. He's out there out front, like you said. They can't catch him. They can't get around him, so it's working for him. And, we say it time and time again. He's one of the best at tire management, and he really knows how to save. So, he probably has saved enough. And what did the gentleman said earlier? He's definitely a hard guy to get around, even on old tires.
Yeah, he is, because he knows how to make it work. And he'll, as his tires start wearing, he knows what line he needs to be in, where to take it, where to get in and off the gas. I mean, there's so many intricate things about this track that can work to your advantage or get you out of shape. And this is a very unique track because you cannot just jump back in the throttle or even give it a quarter throttle in the wrong spot. It'll push you up the track or get you loose coming off. So everything here is just so on edge, so touchy, but he's one of the best guys at that type of racing. So maybe not a bad strategy for him, but a couple cycles on these tires, I don't see him staying out again if there's another caution, in the next 10 laps. If they get another 10 laps or so on and we get a caution, and I would think he has to come to pit road just for the sake of tires.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, even with that, if he gets another 10 laps in the caution, he can pretty much run it the rest of the way. As pace car's in, and boy, he hammers through those gears very hard right now. Andrew Canelli, the man in second spot, looking very, very good right there. And I tell you what, these guys, man, as we're looking out the front windshield here, David A. Levine just did not get the start he wanted. So, wow, what a start.
And David really is never aggressive or overly aggressive on restarts. what David's deal is he's a very patient driver. He likes to take his time, let the car come to him, meaning he just races the track. And, you know, you kind of know, depending on who's around you, is it worth really risking having a great restart and running it hard down into one?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, these guys have been pretty patient up front. Even Tyler Justice right there, who is running in the 5th spot, looking very good. So, it's top 5 running order here. Eric Test, man out front. Andrew Canelli in 2nd. David A. Levine right in 3rd. Spence Thompson 4th. Tyler Justice sitting in 5th right there. It's a running order. And David, he got a little loose coming right there. Tyler Justice on the inside.
Yeah, there. And Eric ran a 21.9 the previous lap. Ran a 22.1 right there. All the guys behind him right now are running 22.2s and 22-second laps, more than, you know, slower than he is. So right now it's working for him.
Except for Spence Thompson. He just ran a 22.0.
Oh, and the 16 got loose coming off the 2 and went down and hit the wall.
16?
Yep. He got it back going.
It's Aaron Friend. All right, well, we're going to replay here real quick to show the viewers out here what happened. As that's what we've had a couple times tonight so far, is guys get loose, go in and hit the wall, no caution because they're able to keep going, or just where they're at. iRacing doesn't trigger it, and you're right. And he went in that turn here. It's right behind Robert Broderick.
Oh, and Levine is up in the wall hard again.
Yeah, so, all right, as we see that.
And the 32 is around.
Oh.
He collects that thing, and he keeps going now, coming off the 2.
Man.
2 is really slick right now.
Yeah, boy, they're all over the track here, folks, trying to keep up with everything's going on. Oh, you gotta love, man, the excitement and the action happening, because out front, you know, Eric Test is just leaving them. So most of us going here. David Levine's in a battle with Andrew Canelli for a 4th and 5th. Oh, yep, made the pass, held on to it right there.
And Andrew was able to get around him when David really put that car in the wall very hard down the front stretch.
Yeah, he pancaked the right side of that thing bad. He's driving it into the turns, though. You see him drive that thing into the turns.
Yeah,
he might be able to drive it.
His entry is much slower, and that's how he's able to drive it and turn it that way. So his entry coming in, he's much slower, but that allows you to have a little bit faster exit.
Okay. Well, what's the viewers out there think? Who's a fan favorite? Who thinks he's going to pull it off here tonight? Obviously, mine's always Eric Tesh. Not just because he's leading this. I always pick him, you know, week in and week out. And maybe he one day he's going to be like, quit picking me because it's jinxed him the last several weeks. But right now, doing very good.
Yeah, we got to give a call to the 62 of David Heiser, running at 8th position right now. Had a little incident earlier in the race, spun around there, been able to rebound from that, get up through the field here, and running in the top 10. So good job by him tonight so far.
Yep, him and Terry Perry Mason right there. Matt Hoover, Christopher Matthews, and DJ Hargrove. You know, we've been talking about him the last couple races, trying to turn the season around. Looking very good. He's right there in the top 10. And Andrew Canelli, there's another one there who has just been in the wrong place, wrong time. Had a lot of bad luck. Right now, currently running 5th. So, yeah, you're right, John. Tonight's conditions and race could bring out, you know, some darn good finishes for a lot of guys who might need to turn their season around.
Yeah, and as we still got a long way to go here, I mean, patience is just going to pay off for you. Just sit here and keep turning laps and just focus on finishing the race because you never know what's going to happen with the guys in front of you. You know, we've seen some of the best drivers here get loose and be caught up in some things. So, you can gain some positions. You just got to be patient.
Absolutely. Right now, behind them, you know, DJ Hargrove, he's got his hands full of Ryan Broderick right there in 11th spot. Tommy Haynes is right there. Those guys are nose to tail, and they're side by side. They're out here, man, beating and banging. And words of wisdom by Waylon Lamb out there. So he says Timothy's. Oh, yeah, 32 got hard to wall. Well, that is not how he wants to be the quicker picker-upper out here is to try to pick the wall up.
Man, he just got loose again, coming off a 2.
And watch the replay right here, battling with DJ Hargrove. And you got Tommy Haynes behind him. He's going in high. And as he's going in high, it just comes around and just seems like those cars just, yeah, oh, that's a good job, though. I got to give an exceptional driving job there because he almost went right into DJ Hargrove, and Tommy Haynes was right there, and he kept it up off of them and onto the wall. Just unfortunate, though. And he pancaked the side of it, and then the Eric Tesh, well, we're under caution. What'd you see out there? See anything?
Race control says wreck and turn 3.
Turn
23 and a 16.
Okay. Aaron Friend again. That's Waylon Lamb's friend.
Oh, okay. The 23 was not, it was just a 16 when he rolled down the track in front of the 23.
Oh, no,
So
he
there's
took the 17 out. Ooh, and then he goes rolling down with the out front. 49's involved. I don't know if you're seeing it on the...
Yeah, it cut that part of my replay. I just saw where it came back down the track.
Yeah, he got in the back end of the 17. They went up the track. He went up on his side. Unfortunately, Michael Redding in the 49 had nowhere to go. It's just been one of these races. Now Eric Tesh comes down pit lane with everybody.
Yeah, and I thought so. So I'm glad to see that he's going to get some tires on that thing, and I wasn't wrong.
All right, well, IU Day says he's going for 72. Waylon says Bradley. Bradley's not even in the race. Man, I tell you what, I don't think he pays attention.
He don't have enough money to pay attention.
Spence Thompson is going to race these guys off, and he's going to get out in second spot there. Eric Tesh has just got that preferred pit box there, gets off before him. Tyler Justice there. So if this thing, cross your fingers, would go green the rest of the way, that's it. There's going to be no other pit stops. I think they can make it the whole entire distance.
Yes, they can. The question is caution flags between now and the end of the race, and then what Eric wants to do. You know, the guys behind him love to come and get tires.
Right. Well, here's my question for you then. Let me throw this out at you. You're the leader. You've stayed out, obviously, the last 3 or 4 times before it's worked out. The problem is, if you know that, like a Spence Thompson, Tyler Justice, and let's say a caution comes out the next, I don't know, 20 laps or so, 20, 30 laps, do you come in the pits anyways, or you just stay out because Eric Tesh? Because a lot of the guys behind you are going to have to come in. And Eric Tesh could be a sitting duck, so to speak, if they come in for tires and he doesn't.
Yeah, I would say that I would come in. Being the leader, most of these guys are going to do what you do. And if unless that's staying out. And then you're going to see guys like Spence and Tyler go get tires because they know they're a little bit faster. They can push it a little bit. And you've got to do something. I mean, riding behind the 96 isn't on old tires. You're not going to get around him probably. So, you got to put yourself in a winning position. And the way to do that is by getting tires. Yep, absolutely. Well, right now, we know the champ Spence Thompson knows how to win. We know Eric Tesh and the Hooligan Gang, they know how to win. And right now, normally those guys love doing drifting, and we haven't seen too much out of that from here. He's been able to keep that car straight. Tyler Justice, Mr. Excitement, he's got Napa know-how on there, and he definitely knows how to win. Definitely knows how to put a hammer down the car. Birdie Construction Machine right there. And they might have to do a little constructing on that machine after the race. So it's been a good one so far. And, yeah, my sentiments exactly there, Christy. You definitely, you want to win the race, stop losing, or quit wrecking. How's that? So. Oh, is she starting with the lame-isms too? Yeah, I guess, man. She's adopting Waylon Lamb strategy. There yeah, she's getting in. Well, that's good, man. We turned a northerner into a redneck racer. She didn't say redneck. She left that part out. Well, might as well say redneck. Well, here we go. Back to green flag. I'm going to tell you what, Eric Tesh just hammers through the gears. Oh, Tyler Justice spins the tires huge. big advantage for Eric right there. The 7's going to get around this 89 probably. Oh, and a caution is out.
Wow. Oh.
That will probably put the 7 on the outside on the restart.
What'd you see out there?
Well, right now I don't see anything.
Okay.
But I saw the 19 riding around by himself.
Well, we'll go to the 19, and unfortunately that's Mike T. Bruno. Let's go on him. Yeah, his front end is punched in, so let's go back on a replay with him just to see. Well, Aaron, yeah, it's the 19 spun around. Aaron Friend's having enough trouble, man, keeping his car, man, without spinning his own self, without spinning somebody else. So pay attention, Waylon.
Oh, yeah, Mike just got loose there coming off 4, but was able to get that thing loaded up and didn't hit anything or anybody.
Nope, sure didn't. He's right there behind Tommy Haynes and was riding around a little bit. And that thing just came around on him and just, wow. You know it's treacherous conditions when it just comes around that easily.
Yeah, well, that, and he's got a lot of damage on that car, and not going to help him turn, things like that. So, especially on his right front, he's got a lot of damage there as well.
Look at the chat. That is funny. I'm not a redneck. We don't get enough sun up here. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, you need to move.
Or you need to get out in the sun more.
Well, she said they don't get enough sun. You need to move where there is some sun.
Well, where the heck do they live? I mean, what? In a cave?
Dude, she's with Kenneth Jans. You have no idea what the man is capable of.
That's true.
We don't know where he's at.
That is true. That is true. Well, I do know they're up north.
I would imagine, as much as Kenneth likes to talk, I really doubt that they're in a place that's not surrounded by people.
Yeah. Really, John Marine. Look, I'm not giving out prizes, so. I'll chat anyways.
Pat you on the back. You like a good pat on the back, something like that.
I was doing that one week, man. You know.
Yeah, that was to yourself though, and that was a bunch of junk.
What? Y'all are the ones. Let me get it straight. Ryan and John are always the ones that, Joe, quit being so humble. Take credit for something. Be sporadic on some things. Go ahead, it's okay. One week I do it, I get flack over it. Wow.
Why do you think we told you to do it?
Heck, I don't know.
So we could make fun of you.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Sarcasm 101, man. Keep up.
Hey, well, yeah, that's some of my problems, trying to keep up. But one thing about it, Eric Tessa's not having any problems keeping up, and he's keeping pace here tonight out front. I'm going to see if Tyler Justice on this restart can keep up with that 96, because all night long, he's not been the man out front like we're used to seeing. So we'll have to see what will happen here on this restart as we're getting set here. As pace car's coming around the turn.
We know one thing.
Stretch. Yes, sir.
He's going to try as bad as he can to keep up with that 96.
Yes. You know, at some point, he's going to just say, look, I'm going to my old ways and go. And that's just how it's going to be here as we're going to see this pace car in. But you know, 96, he controls the field here. So pace car's in, and he is gone. Every time. And that 7 just cannot keep pace with him right now. Spence Thompson's looking on the rear deck lid of the auto parts snapper machine, but he dives it on the inside, so he's going to try it in turn number 1. We know Eric Tess is going to be very easy, but they're stacked 2 by 2 up behind him.
Yeah, they are, and Eric really does a good job on those restarts. You see him, he pulls all the way down to the yellow line, and that's how he gets a good takeoff. It's really super hard to get a good restart being on the outside right there.
Yeah, right there. Tyler Justice is trying to look on the inside there. The 96 is he's closing in, but I'll tell you what, it just does not phase Eric Tesh up front that a guy like that is all over him and just closing in. He's going to run his race, his style, his pace out here all night long, and just keep doing what he's doing, because eventually it's going to pay off. And I just got to, he's just, we call him nice, man. He's so cold calculated.
Yes, he ran a 21.8 to Tyler's 21.674. So Eric runs a much more consistent lap, where Tyler's laps are kind of back and forth as he pushes that car.
Yep. Right now he's all over the back end. Good battle going on, and Eric Tesh just so smooth out there. That car is not wiggling one bit, John, going in or out of the turns. I mean, he is very dead, just smooth. I just driving. I mean, that's skill. Ryan, if you're watching, that's skill.
That is, and that's how you have to drive this track, honestly. And you're not just your braking and your throttle, but your wheel movement as well, turning down in there. This is not a track where you can really be aggressive and jerk the thing down in there. You've got to be smooth with every single thing that you do, and because that's the way you keep your traction here. If you try to rough it up and jerk around on the wheel or punch the throttle, you're not doing anything to help yourself, and you're not keeping your wheels planted to the ground.
It is right there, boy. I tell you what. Well, you just saw, folks, we got a good shot. Tyler Justice ran in that turn, got a good run, but we also saw his front tires have the turn a little bit to the right to maybe try to correct that rear end. See up there again. Well, he is driving the wheels off of it. Now he's got Spence Thompson all over his back. So I know it was a matter of time before he tried to just overdrive it, and Eric Tesh is just so smooth, like we were talking. Man, it's amazing to watch it.
Yeah, this track here is really a driver's track, even more so at the high track temperature like this here. So, like I said, the best way to even race here is just everything has got to be smooth. Even your braking on entry, you can't brake super hard, no matter what your bias is set at. This track here is all about rhythm and just getting in and off the turns as smooth as possible.
Absolutely. Right now, got a good battle also going on for the 4th and 5th spot. That's Matt Hoover and Terry Perry Mason right there. They're trying to duel it out. It's a 75 and the 13. 75's trying to get a run in here. And
and the 16's off the track down in the grass.
Ooh, who was that?
It's Aaron Friend.
Oh, well.
And he's got himself going again, so there will not be a caution.
Let's see if we can't find him real quick now and see what happened on that. Show the viewers out here. So I know they love crashes.
Yeah, just turn 4 bit him right there.
Yeah, and he's used his fast fix because that car's pristine again. Let's see if he hit anything. Yeah, he just came off the turn, locked it up. Fortunately, went through the grass and barely, man, scrubbed the wall. Too bad right there. Not like got any damage or anything. So we're back up front here. The battle was Tyler Justice and Eric Tesh. Eric Tesh is so smooth right here at lap 188 to 230. And this just does not bode well for everyone out on the track to see Eric Tesh out front and a long green flag run. So good, so calculated and calm out front. These guys know it, and it just really not what them behind them want to see.
I can tell you right now, Eric wants this thing to go caution-free the rest of the way. That's really going to play into his favor. And you see the 7 has moved up the track there, and that's an effort to try to save his tires as his lap times have really fallen off. And sees that 96 pulling away, but he's got that 89 behind him, Spence Thompson, to deal with.
Yeah, it does. Spence Thompson, the champ here, and he's won in this series here, an Xfinity car this season already. Looking to try to do it again here. Got a good battle going on back here, 8th, 9th, and 10th spot. Christopher Matthews, Jason Burgess, Mike T. Bruno, Craig Lerman. Those guys been able to battle back up and get the top 10 here. So the 38 machine, he's right there in the 10th. 23 of Jason Burgess sitting in 9th. Right behind him, Craig Lerman. Tommy Haynes is there. So a good group of cars right there having a good battle going on here. Definitely want to have good finishes coming out of this race.
And talk about some guys that have had some real bad luck in this race. We've seen Craig Lerman have a couple of issues, a couple spins there. Get caught up in some things. Tommy Haynes as well. But, here they are running 11th and 12th, on the lead lap. and just right where they need to be, just trying to finish this race out.
Yeah, no doubt. Looking very good. Hopefully to have a good finish here. Andrew Canelli falls back to 13th right there. David A. Levine, he was up front early on. Right now currently in the 14th spot. Gordon Larson 15th. AJ Hargrove sitting in 16th. Oh, Aaron Freeman, we just saw him a little bit ago spin.
Oh, and the 17 is sideways coming off too. Gets that thing straight, and he's all right. No harm there. Great driving job by him to collect that thing.
Okay, yeah, he's pretty sure he didn't hit nobody.
No, he didn't. He just got off there by himself and had that thing almost at a 90-degree angle. Got it back to the right. And Tommy knows how to drive. He's a big dirt guy, so he knows how to correct these things when they get sideways.
Well,
and the 38's going around the 23 here on the high side. And he gets that spot away. 23 kind of backed out, I'm sure, and just let him go. The 38's been all over him for the last couple laps.
Yeah, it's just some battling going on all over the track here. What we're seeing now is, surprisingly, knock on wood, pretty clean racing out there. No cautions so far. And we're lap 196 to 230. Almost going to clip with 30 laps to go here. And it's been a long one. Been a grueling long one, so to speak. But hey, we've had the viewers, man, that stuck with us here, John. What you see out there?
Yeah, doing a great job right now. I'm telling you, we've got 1, 2, and 3 right here all over each other. The 89 of Spence Thompson just eating the bumper off of that 7 right now, just waiting and waiting to get by him here, as we know go time is coming up here shortly.
Yeah, it is. And the thing about it is does Tyler Justice have enough in that car to put the hammer down like he does? Right now, Spence Thompson is lurking, the champ. We know Eric Tesh is going to keep doing what he's doing. He doesn't care. He's driving his own style race, and he's going through a little lap traffic here. And he understands that, Tyler Justice pulls up on his back. But, man, he's so smooth, John. Watch that car rotate through the turn. It is not wiggling, moving, or stepping out one bit. And that's just a testament to his driving and what he knows about this track and what he's doing out there.
Yeah, and as the tires wear, it does you no favors here to try to drive it harder. You just got to brake on entry, get that thing turned, let it roll through the corner, no throttle, and then just quarter throttle coming off, and then just slowly start getting back into it on these worn out tires. And he's getting really good drive off. And his lap times are, not terrible, to have worn out tires. We ran a 22.532. Tyler ran a 471 and Spence a 454.
Yeah, it's just... Now, my next question is, obviously, catching and passing. Because, even though Tyler might be able to catch Eric, getting up there to him and then getting on the inside on older tires, well, can he keep that car down low to make the pass?
And that's where you have to be a smart driver here and understand, if you get up there and you're fast enough, you're close enough, you've got to pick your passing points. And your passing points here at Richmond are the entry into 1 and the entry and exit of 3 and 4. Trying to do anything off of 2 does not do you any favors, especially being on the inside of somebody. Being on the inside of somebody on 4 isn't a great idea. Being on the outside is a little bit better. You can get around somebody there if you're carrying enough speed.
All right. Well, right now, Eric Tish is definitely schooling these guys here tonight. The Iceman from the Netherlands. He is staying up late to show them how it's done and putting on a clinic here at Richmond International Speedway for the Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. And I want to appreciate the viewers out there for sticking here and watching this awesome race so far. And, a lot of people probably look at this race, John, and go, man, what a bore fest. You've got to be kidding. These guys just riding around. Well, I want to tell you, watch the skill in the driving, because these guys have put on a heck of a show, driving skill alone out here.
Yeah, I think the 7 and 89 are doing a great job here to, hold right where they're at, not let Eric get too far away. They're not really overdriving their cars, just trying to let it come to them. As we've still got some laps to turn here, and anything can happen. But you want to keep that leader in your sights.
Yeah, and right now, hats off, Tyler Justice has kept the leader in his sights and has held off the 89 of Spence Thompson. So, he's showing a lot of patience to something we have not seen in the past from him. But, again, this track here, it's going to force him to do it. You're either going to do it or you're going to wreck. And I mean, that's just, you know, kind of bottom line. But Aaron Friend
16
again
got loose right in front of the leaders there.
Well, we saw it live.
And I believe he's going to get that thing going if he didn't pop the engine there.
Well, Waylon, your boy out there is just not doing very good.
And he's still going, so will be no caution. And you know Eric likes to see that. He wants to finish this thing out.
Yes, he does. Well, again, Eric Tesh is just rolling away from this one. He's got about a half-second lead over Tyler Justice. And Tyler's got about a half-second lead over Spence Thompson. So they're spreading out a little bit, top three. So we'll see what's happening here behind them. As old Terry Mason right there is running along kind of by himself. Matt Hoover spread out. Old Mike T. Bruno, he's had some trouble earlier on there, John. He's been able to get up in the 6th spot so far. And old Michael Redding, hey, I got to give my hats off to Mr. Evil Knievel. He is, does a pit strategy earlier on. Man, he's running 7th, not bad.
Yeah, he's done a great job to rebound there, having some issues earlier on there. But I'll tell you what, these front 3 cars right here are running almost identical lap times. Eric was a little bit faster on that previous lap. But 7 and 89 are just running the almost exact same laps every time.
Wow, that's just a testament of what these guys are doing out here. Kind of fanned out here as we're looking through the field. And again, I want to appreciate everyone out here watching, tuning in, man. It's just awesome action here tonight. We're live OSR Network, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch. And I'll definitely get over there to the Facebook side. As just want to give a shout out, man, John. It's just amazing what Facebook Live has done. And the viewers over there who come. Got 18 comments, and it's already reached 1,100 people. That's a hats off to the league, the drivers, and the viewers out there. So I appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's unreal.
Well,
I mean, it is.
See that end of it just continue to grow every week as well.
Yes.
And it's, like you say, it's nothing that we do. We just push a button and talk.
Yep, absolutely.
And we annoy people. And, you know, it's all about these guys and the show that they put on, and they do a great job, man. Every week, these guys put their heart into this stuff. And you know, every driver's meeting, one of the first things they talk about is putting on a good show for the viewers. You know, it's a big deal for them to do that. You know, you guys could be doing anything else in the world, but you choose to sit here and watch this. And so it's up to them and us to bring you, you know, it's up to us to bring you good action and a little bit of commentary, what little bit we provide that's worth anything. But these guys really put on a good show.
Absolutely. Right now we're going through this thing, and just Christy out there talking about her dumb TV cuts off part of it. Why don't you get Kenneth to fix that? And tell him to do something. You see that?
Yeah, I wonder if her TV settings are in the wrong mode, like if it's like zoomed or something instead of standard.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It probably sounds like it's not in the 16:9 and it's zoomed in like what you said, so yeah. Whatever you call a Twitch, well, I guess a Twitcher, I reckon. I don't know. Well, David A. Levine right now, he's all over the back end. Probably one of the best battles right now. It's for 10th and 11th. David A. Levine right there trying to run him down. They got Andrew Canelli because the top 3, like you just said, they're running pretty much identical lap times and are about a half second between each other. So we're watching this battle back here for 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Yeah, and for Christy, if push came to shove, you could always call tech support and have somebody over in Pakistan or somewhere tell you what to do.
Now, let me get this straight. He's in Alabama, and you are up north somewhere, and you're not in Alabama with him. Why? Just curious.
Would you want to be in a car with Kenneth Yance all that time?
Well, probably not. I'm just saying.
And I say that we like the guy. I
We
just
do.
say,
Well, yeah, we give him a hard time.
because she's already said that he is that way in real life as he is on here.
Wow. All right.
You know,
Well,
that's asking a lot of her.
wide open then. There you go. So, I'll tell you what, a good battle going on here for, like I say, for the 9th, 10th, 11th spots. You got Craig Lerman, David A. Levine, and Andrew Canelli. Now, they're going to come up. Man, look at Levine ride that thing into the turn. Wow.
He's just driving as hard as he can. I mean, the way it's looking right now, this thing may finish green, so he's trying to make up all the spots he can. But man, I gotta say, just a great job by Craig Lerman tonight again. We see him every week getting better and better and learning more and more. And had some incidents tonight up here running in the top 10.
Now, Christy just said something in the chat. She said, "I'll get there." So I said you're up north somewhere. What are you, out west? Maybe across seas?
She will not give away her location.
Well, that's fine. I don't want the location. I'm not coming to visit or anything, raid your cabinets, man, or anything like that. I'm just saying.
Yes, he would.
No, I'm not, unless you got hot dogs. I had to say that.
Yeah. All right, we got like 9 to go, so it's time to be professional.
Yes, sir, we do. And the man out front is definitely just putting on a clinic, and that is Eric Tesh right there. He has went through lap traffic very good. He's got a 1.4 second lead over Tyler Justice right now, who has tried everything. I'm going to still give a pat on the back to Tyler Justice. He has showed poise and charisma out here, and patience is the biggest thing. We always say, hey, he doesn't have any, but he has definitely shown a lot tonight. It's not over with between him and Spence Thompson. Spence could pull it up there and get near him and maybe make that pass, but these guys, man, have definitely shown some driving skill this last,
and David Levine gets loose off 2, hits the outside wall, goes down and hits the inside wall.
Ooh, so going to bring out a caution. Not what Eric Tesh would want to see. He's getting going.
He is, got himself back going, and he's spinning in some more.
Ooh, he's trying to get it straight. Yep. Wow. Okay, so we're still in the green. Ooh, that would have been a very close one. Yeah, he tore that car all up, spinning off down in there. So, like we were saying, man out front, Eric Tesh doing what he needs to do. Spence Thompson, we're going to hold here just a second to see if he can actually, he's running down the 7. He's trying everything he can do. So we're about 6 laps to go here, John. Do you think he's got enough to run down that 7?
I mean, anything is possible, man. That's, we say with Tyler Justice, he runs the wheels off of that thing, but he's learned to be patient. And I believe that he's probably going to finish right where he's at there. It's going to be a tall task for Spence to really find the grip and speed to get up there and get around him unless that 7 makes a mistake.
Absolutely. Right now looking very good. So now we got 4 laps to go for Eric Tesh, Iceman from the Netherlands, to seal another win here. Not what they wanted to see here tonight, but hey, he has done an exceptional job out front and has run a good race. My hat's off to that man currently in second spot. Number 7 got in trouble earlier on, had to bring himself through the field here. Looking very, very good. We got confirmation just Christy, she is up north in Michigan, so it's kind of cold up there and whatnot. But
yeah, there is no sun there. She's right.
Yeah, no doubt. It's up near the Canadian border, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Terry Perry Mason's another one right there in 4th, and Matt Hoover's going to look like he's in 5th. Mike T. Bruno's not near him anywhere to battle him out, so just kind of looking to see as we're getting at closing. About 2 laps to go here, folks. Michael Redding still right there. Christopher Matthews makes the pass on him for 7th. Michael Redding right there in 8th. 9th place man, David Heiza. Wow, he's not having a bad day. And Craig Lerman rounding out the top 10 so far. So, we got some new guys up here.
Man, and David got loose again coming off of 2.
Yeah, we're seeing he's having a handful with that car here in the closing laps. So this time around,
62 and 43 are teammates, so both of those guys right behind each other doing a great job tonight.
Absolutely. Well, John, Eric Tesh going to take the white flag this time by, and it's looking like he's going to take this one, so he's going to have one more time around this treacherous track here as we go through the top 10 right fast. And Matt Hoover looks like he's pretty good. Terry Mason right there. And Spence Thompson just cannot close it in, but the night's winner, you got it right there, the number 96. Eric Tesh is going to pull it off, and this thing, it went green. There you go. Wow, take a bow to these guys out here. The last probably 40, 50 laps or so went green. You won't take any guesses on how many cautions we had?
I forget how many, because right now I'm watching this battle with the 43 and the 31 for 10th. And that 43 really had to pull down there and put a little block on that 31 to stop his momentum, and he's going to wind up in 10th place.
Awesome. Well, we'll do a quick summary. And 15 cautions for the total tonight. That's not bad. It's really not bad. Really, it's not.
It's really not for 230 laps, and
Yep.
This track condition here, just a great job by these guys. But once again, Eric Teska is just showing everybody, how he dominates at tracks like this in these conditions, and that it really takes a lot to be that good in these conditions. It's very difficult to drive, and he just dominated.
Absolutely. Well, tonight's winner, Eric Tesh, and I gotta say it, John. He's probably going, great. Joe gets to talk to me.
Hey, he won. I'm sure he'll be okay.
I know. He'll live. How's that one? Well, here, folks, we'll go down. We'll get some interviews in here with these guys, because tonight it was one heck of a race, and the two guys behind him definitely probably are very tired, wore-out drivers, and that would be Spence Thompson and Tyler Justice. So, John, you want to go ahead and get a shout-out with them?
Hey, Spence Thompson, John Wimbish, and Joe White in the booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir, I do, John.
Spence, you had a good race, bud. There's a lot of action out there tonight. And, tell us a little bit about your race, and especially there at the end. It looked like you and Seven would catch up to Eric a little bit, and then would fall back some. So, did you have anything, or did you feel like you used it all up there?
Oh, for sure, John. We definitely thought I might have had something for Tyler, because me and him were kind of running similar laps during that last run there. Didn't really don't think I had anything for Eric. I mean, there might have been like a slight chance on that one run before the caution came out, but that's kind of what we were hoping for at that point, for him to go green from that point to the end, because we were on a little bit fresher tires than he was, and then that caution came out, and then that kind of ruined the strategy right there, but still proud to come home third.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Just unbelievable watching you. I know you got up on the back of that 7 a couple times. Could have moved him, but man, you're a good, clean racer there and very professional. So enjoyed watching you guys. You got anybody you want to thank out there?
Thank all the guys on this number 89 AC Delco Buffalo Wild Wings crew today, man. They put a great piece together today. We're really confident in that. Real quick, going to give a shout out to one of our fellow teammates there, Terry Mason. He drove an excellent race today. He came back from multiple problems, three different times drove up to the pack, so definitely got to give an attaboy to him. He did a great job there today too, but then also got to thank the team owner, Brad Wilson. He always makes sure we get good race cars bring to the racetrack. We're always strong, competitive. Don't get that very many wins, but we're always competitive, and that's what we look for, and Five's a great way to come out of here.
Well, consistency pays off well, and it pays off well in points. I know you excited about that. Good point tonight for you, and we'll congratulate you on your third place finish, and we'll see you in the next one, buddy.
Thanks again, John.
Tyler Justice, John Wimbish, and Joe White in the booth. You got a copy of that?
I got you, John. What's up?
Man, you put down some good times there. You had fresh tires, and it looked like they would just go away on you, and Eric was just really the class of the field there. But tell us a little bit about your race, how the car felt out there on that slick track, and if you had anything for Eric there at the end.
Yeah, the car felt good. It was definitely loose, though. Yeah. So we were up there around third or fourth at the beginning of the race, and I caught the apron there and made a heck of a save. I thought I had lost it and got to the back of the pack there, and was able to work our way back up through there for the end of the race. And yeah, on that last spin, I was able to hang with Eric for the first part of the run, but as soon as that long run started to kick in, he just started to pull away on me. I knew it was pretty much over at that point, and then I was trying to make sure I did everything I could to stay in front of Spence for second at that point. But overall, good race. I'm happy with it, and good to bring it home in second place.
And I know, and I'm sure me and Joe are always, just jabbing you, sometimes giving you a hard time, talking about how you don't have any patience. But I believe you're starting to get somebody, really showing it, and when it's time to back off and just go for your good finish there, and not always, go for a win. So you're doing a great job. You're putting things together from start to finish. So congratulations again. You got anybody else out there you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, man, all my teammates and Michael Bradley for this league. You and Joe up in the booth, y'all do a great job with it. Keep it up.
I appreciate it, buddy. Congratulations on second, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Joe, we'll throw it up to you because we know you're going to go down and talk to the 96. I know he's excited about getting this win tonight.
All right, well, absolutely. The number 96 man, Eric Tess, winner tonight, Richmond International Speedway for the Grand National Series, presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. It was a treacherous track all night long. With Eric Tess, is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, Joe, I got you loud and clear.
Well, first off, are you wide awake now because you're the winner tonight at Richmond International Speedway?
Sorry, Joe. Say again.
Well, I said first off, I said, are you wide awake now because you're the winner at Richmond International Speedway? And you got real quiet. We kind of felt you might have fell asleep on us there.
Well, when the sun is coming up, you start falling asleep, but I'm awake for now. I gotta celebrate this with all my team, and, well, till I see my bed, I'm awake all the way.
Well, I'll tell you what, you had a bad, fast machine out there all night long. Very smooth and calculated. We call you the Iceman from the Netherlands because, you was just cold as ice out there. Definitely on a very hot, slick track. Looked very good doing it. So tell us a little bit of how the car felt. And again, congratulations on the win tonight.
I think the car was great for today. It was sliding and slipping around, but it was for everyone the same. I'm happy I was leading the pack because I could pace the pack a little bit to save a little bit more tires on the long run. And Tyler just tried to follow me. I had too much tires fell off, and it made me grow the gap and eventually the win.
Well, absolutely. Well, you got a good long green flag run there at the end, but what me and John was talking about also was the conditions of this track and the way it was. And even though with the cautions, every time you started off, it was almost like what it was at the end of a long green flag run just by what the conditions were. So you think that played in your favor a little bit tonight?
Definitely. I think, well, yeah. Not totally sure, but I think it helped me a lot.
All right, well, again, congratulations for the win here at Richmond International Speedway. Got anybody out there you want to thank?
I want to thank Michael and Becky for this league. I want to thank also my teammates for being a part of this team and trying to keep each other on the best of the edge.
All right, well, Eric, as always, man, the constant professional out there, as all the drivers are. Again, congratulations, Eric Tess, Iceman for the Netherlands, for the win tonight at Richmond International Speedway for the Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. Gentlemen, wow, what a race. 230 laps, very hot and slick action out there. Loved each and every minute of it. The fans did, the viewers and all did. Me and John love calling this action. We definitely got a lot of analyzing throughout this race because we loved each and every minute of it. So, till next week, guys, awesome job and thank you. All right, John, well, let's get a rundown results here tonight as our winner tonight, the Iceman, Eric Tess, pulling off the victory here at Richmond. Tyler Justice, Mr. Excitement, coming in second. Spence Thompson in third. Terry Mason fourth. Matt Hoover in fifth. Mike T. Bruno sixth. Christopher Matthews in 7th, David Heisen in 8th, Michael Redding 9th, and Craig Lerman rounds out the top 10.
Andrew Canali in 11th, D.G. Hargrove 12th, first car lap down, Jason Burgess 13th, Tommy Haynes, my brother from right here in Martinsville, right down the street, 14th, David Levine 15th, Gordon Larson 16th, Aaron Friend 17th, John Barron 18th, Derek Robinson 19th, Jason Alexander in 20th.
And 21st, old Kenneth Jans, Mr. MotorSim Racing Magazine himself right there in the 21st spot. 22nd, Brian Broderick. 23rd, Zach Langer. And 24th, Sawyer Ott. How's that? And
Mucho better.
Yeah, absolutely. Woo! 25th, Blake Phelan. 26th, Davis Richards. 27th, Dante Curtis. And round out Bradley P. Wilson in the 28th spot right there. So what we saw tonight was what we thought, man. It was a hot, slick track, a lot of excitement out here. You know, some good racing, patient racing, and these guys, man, just put on a clinic. So you got any final words on that?
It was just a great race, man, and I think we continue to see these other guys who, at the beginning of the season, were having a hard time, and we, be calling them out outside the top 10. We continue to see them do well and get better every week. But Terry Mason did a great job to rebound with his issues to finish 4th. But Christopher Matthews is up there, David Heiza, Michael Redden, and Craig Lerman. You got to give your hats off to those guys right there. They had some rough nights, but man, they kept it clean and just tried to finish this thing out. And I'm pretty sure they'd be pretty happy with top 10s with all the issues that they had and the racetrack being the way it is tonight. So great job by those three to finish in top 10. But another good job by all these guys out here. Very clean professional racing, and a great job by this league.
Absolutely. Well, my sentiments exactly there. John, it's a pleasure always having you up here in the booth with me, as is all the viewers and the people coming out and watch these races and the drivers in the leagues. Until next time, like I say, we're off the next 2 nights as ExtremeMotorsports99.com is in their off season. But catch us again Friday night. Hardline Racing will be right here, OSR Network Live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. Until then, everyone have a good night and hope you enjoyed the race.